Hey everybody! Sorry for that, like, extra wait time there. Holy cow, Donkey Dean, thank you! Holy cats, let me replay this. Do I have this on? Yeah, I do. Thank you for the sub, sir! Super fun. Super fun. Peter Parker, just try and redeem it. Can't do it. One bird game today, not today. This is the last day of my husband and friend's like New Year's vacation. So we are going to play a little bit more Helldivers, and then my next two games, I think this month I'm going to focus on, I'll probably do, so I stream 3 days a week. So here's the plan. How's it going, Fate? BTW. The plan is to play one night a week. I'll do like a multiplayer game, like Helldivers or, I don't know, 7 Days to Die or whatever with these guys. And then, or maybe I'll do other collabs and stuff. And then one night a week I will do KOTOR or a Star Wars game. I'm just going to I have enough Star Wars game to keep going for like forever. So I'll just, one night a week is Star Wars always, I think. And then, though, that one bird game, no, I'm not playing that one, Fate. Oh, I totally remember. Yeah, Donkey sent that to me. That does look ridiculous. And then another night of the week, I want to do something like, I'd like to dip my toes into Stardew Valley. Possibly like either Stardew Valley or like Terraria or both, or like an indie game. So I think one night a week I'll do sort of a mashup situation. I think it'll be good. And I'm gonna have to change my like Saturday night go time to like 9 o'clock or later. I think it's gonna have to be. Just doesn't happen. But yeah, I don't know. That one, the one that you found, Fate, looks, it's ridiculous. Just saving 5,000 reward for what? What are you saving 5,000 points for, Fate? What could you possibly save that many points for? Is it gonna be choose game so you can do that one? It'll be awesome. Alrighty. But we are... Hello, Peter Parker. How are you? Playing the bird game. Yes, eventually. At some point, I am gonna rope Pewter into playing the deck building bird game. Wingspan, I think is gonna be great. Would like to redeem 8.4 thousand points for IRL hugs. Wouldn't that be great? Unfortunately, that comes with some IRL risk. And I don't remember where you live right now, so I don't know how much it's gonna work. But someday we'll all meet at TwitchCon. It's gonna be... I know, I just felt so bad because, like, I don't have it ready yet. I'm trying to dig my life out of the basement. So I've got some things ready for it, but I'm just tired of apologizing for it and saying, please no. And I'm just, at this point, we've just got so many people ready for it. I'm gonna have to do like a, just a whole science lab stream. OB! Something of a hugger myself. Too funny. Group hug. Yes, group hug. As soon as it's safe, man, let's all meet at the... We'll have to figure out, whichever one of us is, like, the best at cartography, we'll figure out, or Google Maps, we'll figure out what the closest, like, Comic-Con or related thing is to all of us based off of our locations, and then we will, like, we'll meet and we'll hug, and it'll be awesome. What's a hug? Your wife keeps you 6 feet away. Oh, no. Alrighty. I am gonna see... Actually, it doesn't look like my friends are... Oh, there they are. Yes, I want to join my friend in Helldivers. Phantom! How's it going? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all the things. You hug Dean every Monday, Thursday, and Friday. That's awesome. Big same. Worm! How's it going? Yes, we are bringing democracy. All of it. All of the democracy. You're doing great, Phantom. That is good to hear. Good to hear. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and switch us over the Unaffectionate Wife Club. Aww. All of the tears. Yeah, I have the, like, opposite problem. My husband's affectionate. He's a good guy. He is. I'm talking about him. He's, like, across the room from me. But I am, like, the most affectionate. So, and get some of my like extrovertedness out on stream nowadays, but like, man, this quarantine business was tough. Being the extrovert in the house, and like him as an introvert, he was like thriving. He was like, this is great. And I was like, I will die. I will die. All right. She sounds jealous. Nice. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and try, Pewter. Alrighty, I'm gonna switch over to the live scene. I have hotkeys, you guys, for my scenes now. Look at this. Boom. And we could go back. We could go, to this room just by pressing a button. It's not a race. Stop racing. It's like the next best thing to having a stream deck. I am so pleased. It's so awesome. It's so cool. I could have done this like to start. Did I? I did not. I'm gonna go ahead and fix my like Discord situation here. And these poor guys are just waiting. I'm so sorry. Alright, guys. You are in... They didn't even drag me into the streaming room. Unbelievable.
What happened?
Hey, guys. You didn't even drag me into the streaming room.
Oh, it was heavy.
You can blame me. Hey, can you try unplugging your controller?
I can. Sure. There. How'd it do?
No, it didn't work.
No, it's still there.
Yeah.
Okay.
There doesn't show as a buzz on my end, so there's that. I'm a Pewter Forge VIP! Need to do this. Gotta work. Gonna lurk. Fair enough, Pewter. My one and only sub. Oh! There will be more. There will be more, especially with the content that you've got coming up. I have seen some of those ideas, and I am excited! P.S. Y'all should all follow him. We should do, holy cats, we should just do some shout-outs quick. Pewter _ Barker, we should do, you guys should follow him because he's awesome, does art, does Star Wars, and do this one, Donkey Dean. Oh crap. I've got craziness happening, guys. There we go. I think I have multiple tabs open and it's not good. It's not going like it ought to. Oh, I have a slight echo. Aw, Dallas! Thank you. Thank you for the sub. Sure, guys.
Really nice.
I'm glad you like it. Glad you like it. Did you see the pun? Is that what you say? Is it?
Yeah.
it's pretty intense. Yeah, guys, you should go follow Peter Parker. He is an artist, does cosplay, does Star Wars in cosplay, also Baldur's Gate. And shoot, what were you playing last? I didn't even look. Makers and Crafting, yes. And then Donkey Dean does some rad stuff with FPSs. He just got a PC and his setup is to die for. I'm a little jelly. So he's got some great stuff up and coming as well. He's got some FPS. He's got some... Shoot, what were you playing last? Why did I not even look? Ba-doop. It's also just a good friend. Call of Duty, COD, good stuff. Hey, Fitz! Fitz! How's it going? KOTOR crafting in BG3 so far. He's getting there, though. Once you set up your capture card.
Is very nice.
You're enjoying this? What?
He's gonna play Dragon Age Origins.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good game, yeah.
It's a good game.
A little bit chatty for me, but the combat is very good.
Gotcha. Phantom Boss was playing Dragon Age Origins. Phantom, if you're still here, did you finish that up? I feel like all of your stream times I've not even been able to make. There was at least like 3 people today who went live that I was just like, I can't go. But I'm something of an okay person myself. Fitz, who are you? Fitz is the raddest mod this side of the Mississippi. I don't know actually what side of the Mississippi he is on, but whichever side you're on, you're the raddest mod on that side. And the other side, too. What the heck? So, yep. Did my controller get... It did get unplugged. And now it says that it's been disconnected completely. It's super sad. There we go. Do you want to... No, I don't. Okay. Shots fired!
So you want to pick the planet?
You're more okay than Peter Parker. Nice.
I think you're the host.
The
Yeah, but
joke is
let me
never...
know
It
which
will
one you
not
want.
ever get old. It just won't. So you haven't finished it yet, Phantom? Fair enough. It seems
me a
like it's a
second.
fairly long game, which I appreciate, considering that the story seems to be pretty... I just want to, like... When I see those, I just want to, like, bite them. But the story seems to be pretty involved, so... I think it's... Like, you want it to last a long time. It's not like Halo, where there's, like... I mean, so yes, there's a lot of outside lore, but for how the gameplay works, I don't think that you could extend Halo very much longer than the games actually went.
Actually does. Let Bird or me host. Because
Okay.
I think that's the only way we get these extra planet rewards. Or at least
for it.
browse them.
Woo! Okay.
You guys get the hell out of my ship.
I'm sorry.
I'm gone.
I'm leaving. I'm out. Okay. So, Seb, you want me to come to your ship? I'll come to
Sure.
your ship. I ship you and me together. We doing all the things. Actually, I meant to invite Taco as well, but Taco, another fabulous streamer. Oh,
And
being
Sevi,
VIP, you get a name next to your
I
bed.
think you
Little
want
badge.
to limit the access to this ship.
I really want to be able to do that business too. Doop. Let's see. I don't think he is.
What do you mean, limit access?
Yeah, he's not on at the moment.
Is it open for everyone or only for friends?
Oh, only for friends. I
Only
can switch
friends.
it.
Join our only friends. The word that you're. But you know what? I think I can do that too, you guys. While he's like setting up that game, I want to just go
Do we
and
want
see
the
if I can do
Incendiary
this.
mod Or Laser 98?
I have it all.
I think.
Well, we don't
No,
have
that
those.
didn't work.
There's also Thunder or Smoke Round.
Smoke round is not good. Thunder is nice.
That didn't work. Let's see if I can make you guys VIPs. I think
Yeah,
I have VIP
Incendiary mod.
badges. So it should be cool, right? Right? I should be able to do that, right? No, it doesn't give me that option. So that sucks.
Okay, match is public now.
No, we don't want public.
We don't want it public.
Don't want public.
No, because people.
Private or friends?
I'm gonna have to like go on and make you guys VIPs at some point.
Friends?
What do you say about you making jokes on the fly? I'm sorry. As Bird, I feel like it's very on brand for me to make jokes on the fly. Okay, that one landed a little better. Or didn't land, so to speak. Bahaha. Alrighty. Are we doing the thing? Friends.
Okay. let's do
Friends
it.
only. In case somebody wants to join us. We don't just want randos joining us.
This is a level 1, right? Oh no, level 6.
Level
A
6.
level 1 planet? Can you imagine we would own on a level 1 planet? It
You
would
get
be awesome.
Incendiary or something.
It would be so good.
Flamethrower or something. Alright, so this is bugs.
It's a forest. So
So I don't need my all-terrain boots. I can use my cardio regulator, yeah? Yes? No?
there's always a little bit of
Water?
reverse. Yeah,
Okay, so I should do the boots.
I use boots.
Not the boots. Boots with the fur.
Fabulous boots.
I'm gonna do... I got my
Sniper.
favorite boots of all time this year. As part of my birthday money. And my stepmom saw them and she like helped buy them. And she was like, I like them for you. Which is like the Midwestern way of saying bless your heart. Jokes on the fly, because I'm a bird. Yeah, that's the thing. Yes, Helldivers is on Steam.
I think it's currently $10 if the sale's still going.
Yeah. So if you want to pick it up, Worm, you should get anybody who wants to experience the thrill of like spreading freedom, you know, should do that. Wow, I almost died just standing there. Shit.
Yeah, lots of things falling down.
Spreading freedom
I never used
From
gun
the-
before, so
from the tip of your gun. Woo! Might pick it up. Always looking to play games with your streamer. Yes, you can come. You can pick it up right now. Download it and then join us, Worm. This is an Only Friends game.
Now, if you do want the all-terrain boots that we're using, that's another 99 cents. It's
True.
a DLC
So
called,
it's like-
was it Terrain Specialist?
I think
Mhm.
it's the range specialist. So, yeah.
So for anybody watching, wondering, does she just play with randos? She doesn't just play with randos. And if I invite you to play, that's when you get to play.
Oh, move,
Oh shit,
move.
I'm out. It's okay. It's good.
Great start.
Shoot. Did you get him or should I?
I got her.
You got me.
Her? You mean him? The other
Behind
person
you,
who
behind you,
died?
Bert.
Yep.
Sorry.
I know it seems like I would be the one to die, but I wasn't. Did I kill you? Was it me though? Did
No,
I?
it was-
No, I killed him. It was my...
It was one of us. I
Bob.
knew it was one of us. Could, but I won't. Mouth is hurting too much. Oh, sad. That's alright. Why is your mouth hurting, Worm? What happened? Did you... No, Obi's the one who got surgery. But no, Worm, you got your wisdom teeth removed recently, didn't you? Wasn't it you? Obi had jaw surgery recently. Everybody's just having stuff happen to their mouths recently. Blah. You had surgery 2 weeks ago as well? Okay, was it for you? Was it wisdom
Oh,
teeth
right.
for you as well? Everybody's getting. What is it about Christmas that says mouth surgery to people? Honestly.
Oh, behind me.
Woo! Sorry, Sevi. I'm really excited to eventually become like really good at this.
I'm good reload.
You guys need to carry me because this weapon is shit.
Oh no.
I forgot to bring the recoilless rifle.
You could scum it like
Well, I
Taco
have
and
this
leave
taco.
and come back again.
I'm not a chicken.
Chicken taco?
It was from Singapore, so it's more like a crab taco. Is it land of king crab?
3 wisdom teeth. One of them, the surgeon told me, had to do more work than expected. He stitched your cheek to your gums?
That sounds
Damn! That is more work than expected for sure. Shoot. That's awful. I feel like, yeah, I remember talking about this. Completed objective. Yes.
awful. Well, we gotta defend.
I love level 6. No, it's like objective of defeating 60 enemies. That's already done. Can you believe it? We're awesome. Shoot.
Oh, I'm done.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
It's here somewhere. I don't know where.
Further out. Just out of your reach.
what
Um,
happened?
The tentacle took it out.
Oh, great. Let's grab this piece of excrement.
so what do you have? Is it like a sniper or what's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna bomb.
Bomb it.
We're improving, just not too quick. Yeah. I mean, when your mouth is practically stitched closed. Obi's mouth was practically stitched closed too. I don't know. I just know he had jaw surgery and then it got infected and it was gross and sad
Should we head back
and
down,
painful.
or?
Yeah, let's take the loop around over here. And go left.
We talked about it and I'm fairly positive. Like, I know I said, Obi, that it would be like a top 10 worst place to have an infection, but like, it's top 5. I've been thinking about it. It's definitely top 5. Like, not being able to talk or talk as much as I want. That's a big deal. But I'm glad it's improving. Shoop.
Left and up.
What?
Left and then up.
Alright.
Oops.
Ooh.
Get the
Something
samples.
big. Yeah, something big just popped.
Alright, I need to reload.
Okay.
Do it.
Is it a sample? Oh yeah. Hello. Allons-y.
I need some ammo, guys, and mine is still
Here.
refreshing, so.
I don't have it.
I got it.
Wormit! Hello! Welcome, welcome! We have Mr.
Okay.
and Mrs. Worm. I feel like every time I see you guys, I now just regret terribly the making a joke about worms being spineless. Like, I saw how you spelled it. I know what a worm is. And yet, here I am. There I was. Is this PC? Yes, you can get this game, Donkey. It's $10. Go buy it immediately. If you like top-down shooters. I think it's probably on some consoles, too. It seems that... Yeah,
PS4.
it's on PS4. Yes, because King Nicola plays it on PS4. This we know. And then I think Doctor said that he played it, too. Completed.
Can we sneak around? Oh.
Yeah.
Sneak around the napalm.
Don't you love the smell of napalm in the morning?
So it's
Once
a
I'm
napalm
jumping and
called
kill you.
exactly.
Sorry?
What's it called? Like the technical name in the game?
Stuff.
No
It's a
idea.
very technical name.
Oh, dang.
Incendiary something. I think it's. Oh. No.
Yeah, I know that's not gonna work.
Oh, dang.
I got it. Oops.
Okay.
No. I got it now. Someone needs to activate the artillery. Okay.
Alright, I got it.
Napalm.
Where?
Oh,
Right. Fire sequence.
All the freedom. Every bit of it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
Ah!
Get out here.
oh.
So tell me, you guys, what have you been up to today? That'd be chat and Dallas relevant.
Dallas play Rimworld. Promise to clean the house.
I have
Didn't.
not played that in years.
Ooh.
Oh.
You've played RimWorld. I'm sorry, I didn't give you... I was trying to.
It's on you.
In years.
Years?
It's been over a year, for sure.
I don't know.
I think
Yeah,
it's
probably
about 2 years.
almost a year that I didn't play.
Uh...
I saw a streamer
Maybe?
playing it.
And you just thought, gotta do it?
Yeah.
Last time I played was before they added like the... Was it like the kids
Royalty.
or
Royalty.
roads?
Gotcha. I just
Let's
feel
keep
like he
going, guys.
played so much.
I did. At the end of the day.
Let's go.
You've even done a lot, but you watched a little bit of
Reloading.
Cobra Kai. I think you were the one who suggested that to me at some point,
Oh,
Fitz.
Mom, run.
Yep.
Got it.
So,
Down. Let's go.
for some reason, it just, I enjoyed, the Karate Kid and stuff like that. But I watched some of the trailers for Cobra Kai, and for whatever reason, it just didn't,
Oh.
oh no.
Yep.
Didn't super thrill me.
Oh. Shit. Loading. Can you get Savvy?
Yep. But is it like good? And it like surprised me too that it went more than one season. Having zero experience actually watching it.
Okay, here's ammo.
There's fire.
You guys have been playing Stardew Valley? That's awesome. I still need to like, I was saying it earlier, I need to like get into it. I think this month my goal is generally to play like different things each day of the week. Or each like stream of the week for me. So like one day will be multiplayers like this. One will be
Got it.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
take the little guys. Over here.
Here, there's a bomb.
and then one day forever is just gonna be Star Wars. Well, forever as long as I can plan ahead right now. And then one day of the week would be something like Stardew Valley or Terraria or like an indie game. Because I have been playing Naruto Shinobi Striker. That sounds kind of rad.
Freedom.
Get me out of this weapon, please.
I've like seen a lot of Naruto like memes, but I have not seen Naruto or actually like played any.
Oh, get out there, Sevi.
Civi.
Can you cover me on left? Can you
Yes.
cover my left? There we go. Flanking me.
Oop.
Okay.
Okay, despite that one objective that we accidentally.
Uh-oh.
Really?
You were fine. I didn't realize it bounced back onto the shuttle.
You need to throw a little bit further to go over the shuttle.
I suppose I do.
That's awesome. Apparently they're gonna have a season 4 of Cobra Kai as well. Wow. What am I giggling about? My husband threw a bomb last minute and exploded the ship, but we survived. It was okay.
It was a little clutch for Bird. to survive.
He just threw a grenade and then jumped on the ship with the grenade. Let's see. I didn't die though.
You're the only one that didn't die.
Yeah, you need to step up.
I don't think I'm the only one who didn't kill. You need to like change guns.
Yeah, I will do that.
Somehow I got more kills than you.
I was trying this new sniper then.
What did I miss?
No.
You want me to get
I'm always
the,
laughing about things and
what's it
stuff.
called? That rifle?
That felt like kind of a breeze. I know that was level 6.
Oh,
But
Ooh.
technically it is very challenging. But I feel like it's like in Risk of Rain where
Keep the boots.
okay.
Keep the boots.
Yeah.
Should I bring a turret? I always wish I had a
That's a
turret.
good idea. I will bring fire.
It's a different game each day as well. Yeah, it seems like officially I would tick the box of variety streamer, but I feel like especially this last month I haven't been very variety. Like I played a lot of KOTOR
Vindicator
in
monkey.
December. And then
Thunder is good.
since then I've been doing Helldivers for a few times, so it's
Should I even
been
have the recoilless?
iffy.
I don't think we're gonna have time to reload it and everything.
Right.
I will do fire and shield.
Fire and shield.
Take off the ammo setting.
Not too much KOTOR.
Let's do the
I wouldn't say
fire.
it's too much
Put the
KOTOR,
ammo. You put the ammo. I'll put
but
the
I
thunder.
would say
I have a.
it was a lot of KOTOR.
I will ask you for ammo.
Oh, okay. I'll put an ammo. Yeah.
I don't know. I love it.
Looks good.
So, you know,
As good as you're gonna get.
it's just gonna get.
All
Be
right.
good.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah,
And then
I'm stepping out.
eventually, you know, Dallas is
Bird
going to
drinking
do.
ginger ale?
Bird is drinking ginger ale. It's ginger root beer. Zevia brand. Because then it doesn't have all the sugar that's gonna keep me awake all night long. Booyah! And also, then I don't feel bad about drinking it.
Fire.
Bugs. He said bugs. Ginger ale really good. Yes. Love me some ginger ale. And I love root beer too. Level of too much of a game is with Fallout
Shields over here.
Yeah, someone.
3. Went to the midnight release, played it for 90 hours over the next week, beat it, and then never played it again. Wow. Yeah, what a way to burn out. Should I be picking up this ammo, or is Sevi gonna do it? Because
Any of you.
I have the trident, or whatever it is. Only ginger ale is for you is Werner's. Werner's is super good. I just got into this, like, situation where, like, if I want to drink, like, a soda in front of my children, it can't have sugar, and I don't want them drinking diet. And, like, just in terms of, like, health and stuff,
Get ready.
with my family history and... Oh shit, I'm trying.
Yes.
I can't, there's like a herd of bugs there.
You're gonna get them.
It's okay, I am a pro gamer. It just seemed like the best choice for us.
That's a great extender.
Well, I also threw mine in there. But yeah.
That wasn't what? Wow, you guys.
Yeah. Oh. Guys, cover me.
I'm coming.
Cover right, Sevi.
Don't
right,
worry, you
Sevi,
just
Sevi.
chill.
Yeah.
Oh
You're good.
shit!
Come back, Sevi. Bird, come back. Keep shooting.
It's
come back.
fine.
There you go.
It's
Good
fine.
shit.
I'm fine. This is fine. You want to join, but you're at work? Say, too much of a Michiganian to drink any other kind. That is.
Sevi ammo. Oh,
There's not too many things I know about Michigan
What's
culture,
done with
but that
cooldown?
is one of them.
got it.
Like in Wisconsin, it's like bubblers and like
You got Brad?
A&W
Okay,
and
good.
Culver's. Or whatever. I think Culver's that uses A&W
Thunder.
root beer as well.
Oh, move. Watch the thunder.
Yeah. I think you're gonna be right in position. Good job.
Thank you.
Bro.
Right, Cheesehead, I am. I mean, incidentally, like, I'm an incidental Packers fan in that, like, I was born in Wisconsin, and so I'm a Packers fan. Like, you can't get away from it. Like, you basically,
Got
you
it.
know,
I got it. Just cover me.
like, if Wisconsin had the ability to prosecute you for not being a Packers fan when you're born in Wisconsin, they would do
Ammo
it.
coming down.
Shoot.
But I've never been much of a football fan. Like, I appreciate that it happens. It's not my favorite thing to, like, watch for whatever reason. I've just never gotten super into it. Not sure we can be friends
I got the
anymore.
ones on
I'm
the
so
left.
sorry. Fitz and I have managed to work
Nice.
things out, and he's, like, the biggest Cardinals fan there is. So there is that. Sorry, Peter Parker. I didn't mean to disappoint all of you by being incidentally a
I
fan.
got north.
Yeah.
I can't not. Like, I grew up in one of those families where, like, Sunday best was wearing your Packer gear. Like, my aunt
Fire.
has a,
Fire.
like, some of her, like, best jewelry is, like, a gold Packer helmet pendant on, like, a nice gold chain. Same boat as you. Gotcha. Kind of been roped into being a Cowboys fan. Calling me a cheesehead, not as a Packers fan, but as someone from Wisconsin. Fair enough.
Perfect place for it to spawn.
I do love cheese. In fact, I didn't realize how much I was into cheese. I later found out that I'm lactose intolerant, which was causing the majority, well, not the majority, but a lot of problems in my life. Like, after college, I was like, maybe I'm dying. But actually, it turns out I was just lactose intolerant with, like, mild dairy allergy. But I didn't realize how much I liked cheese until all of a sudden Sevi, like after we got married, was like, "Do you think we could have a meal that doesn't have cheese, like on top?"
Obviously not.
And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about. We put cheese on everything."
Kind of question is that hereditary?
Well,
Honestly.
I also had an issue with the quantity of cheese because I felt like I lost all other flavors.
You don't need other flavors. There's cheese. Honestly. Your passive Lions fan, wonderful. Assume they get their asses kicked every week. Yep. And every few years you check in and find out that you're right. That's true. It's kind of like being a Cubs fan.
So you just need 250, right?
That's awesome. Cheese is the best. It
Yeah,
so
don't
is.
let her guard down.
You're lactose
Right.
and alcohol intolerant, but you consume both regardless. Yeah, see,
That drop of thunder?
alcohol
Nope,
is okay
got
for
it.
me. I do have like a brewer's yeast allergy, which is not ideal, but I can still drink my hard liquors.
I'm gonna drop a thunder.
Drop it.
Oh, you dropped one too.
Yeah, the Cubs did win a few years ago, but it's just the one time. Like, it doesn't ruin, like,
Shit.
that's
need
technically, like, in
seconds.
terms of data, like, you could Q-test that out, Pewter. Like, that's a rounding
drop a thunder
error
over there?
in terms of
Yep.
expectation of losses.
And I'm out of thunder strikes.
But
Let me
I
get-
found there are some
Great
okay
thunder.
dairy substitutes for some things. Like there's no way to like. Although I did find like a dairy-free salted caramel ice cream, which is amazing. It is cashew based, and I never thought that I
You
would
got it?
ever
Just
say,
cover me. Bert.
I'm trying. I'll shoot you, but I'll also cover you, okay?
Good job.
But there are like there's no way to like
you didn't-
Yeah,
replace
that's a problem.
official cheese. Shoot. Okay.
Unless like nail this marvel. Oh, that was a marvelous word.
But I
Way
did
to
find,
go.
thank you,
Yeah.
and did find
That's right.
manchego, which is sheep cheese, and that cheese
Damn it.
I can eat. Cheese has natural sugar, salt, umami, and fatty acids. It's everything in one. Cheese is the best. It is. I think that. Oh shoot! I'm gonna get
Yeah.
killed here.
Try to get it. Great.
Nice.
Just cover him
It's-
back. Cover him back. I got it.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotcha. Last time the Lions won the Super Bowl, it hadn't been invented. The Super Bowl hadn't been invented yet, and their star
Let's
player was
reload.
called the Night
Sorry,
Train
Dallas.
because he was fast. Oh no! That is hilarious and so sad.
Get out of the way. The Lions won the NFL championship. Never won the Super Bowl, by the way.
Right. Oh shit! I'm gonna
Get out
okay.
there.
Time to go.
Go.
going. I'm trying to go. Is cheesecake actually cheese? It is. It's got cream cheese, which I miss. There is no replacement for real cream cheese. There just isn't. Like, I have tried every single one of them. I have tried coconut based. I have tried cashew based. I have tried almond based. There's just no replacement for actual real live cream cheese. Ugh, I miss it so much. And I miss cheesecake so much. Cheesecake is like so good. So good.
Hey, no one died.
No one died.
We are the best. So good. It's because you took us on all of those like super hard levels before. Now everything feels like we're just sailing. You now dub this channel Woodland Cheese. I like it. It has a certain ring to it. Although Woodland Cheese sounds like, I don't know, like we make it like in the forest. There's just cheesemakers in the forest. Super Bowl wouldn't exist until the 1950s. Do the Lions have a like long-standing problem with that, where they're like, well, we would have won a Super Bowl except it didn't exist when we were winning, like we were the OG winners? Or is it like cream cheese, tomato, and linguine pasta soon? Ugh, that sounds amazing.
Where should we start? Here?
But also I would die.
Let's go.
Hog's head cheese, isn't that like
Top left.
head cheese, isn't that the like brains though? Because I remember being really disappointed with that term. Like, nobody should disrespect the term cheese like that. You make it in the forest with a banjo. Absolutely. Woodland cheese. And then it has a slightly nutty flavor. No one counts a win that's almost 100 years old. No, I mean, I think Wisconsin's still kind of pissed that we didn't get the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We're a little mad about that. But also we gloat because we were originally supposed to have Chicago. And I think that Wisconsin is pretty pleased not to have to deal with that. It's pig brains prepared in a way that tastes like cheese. It's not recommended now because we know what prions are and how bad they are for you. Yeah.
Are you dropping the toilet, Sevi?
I will be
Oop,
soon.
I just dropped stuff on top of this other stuff.
Uh,
So happy that Michigan and Ohio fought a war and the only loser was Wisconsin. Yeah, I don't understand what all happened there. And like, we just went with it. We just went with it.
so you are limiting my ability to choose a shoot. Is
They
that
didn't
what
discover
you're saying?
prions until the whole mad cow
If
thing.
you
I
want,
believe
we
it.
can trade.
Yes,
Yeah,
tell
or
me.
Now I'm reloading.
Let's go.
Because like I know
Tiny
we were
roll.
supposed to do some of that. Like I know the like basics of it, that we were supposed to have those two places and then we didn't. And like somebody is like a friend of mine who's a history major at some point talked about how it was people felt it was different stuff was unfair. But the specifics escaped me. Both Michigan and Ohio claimed Toledo. And at the time, only Michigan had a tiny little bit of the UP. Okay.
What's the name of the team of the University of Toledo?
I don't know.
Toledo Rockets.
Oh.
They are rivals of the Bowling Green University.
Oh. That sounds awesome.
It's
Toledo Rockets. They're Toledo awesome. Sorry. Worm is like typing a whole history, and I love it. Woodland History Channel.
Okay, come on, guys.
I'm coming. Then Ohio became a state, and Michigan was trying to become a state, but they had to settle territory disputes before Congress could vote on accepting them as a state. Gotcha.
Nate?
Got it.
Did you got it?
I don't know.
Did you finish?
That
It should.
it should have been. It went into the cave. I don't know.
You need to be to the end. Let's go right. Get some samples.
Then Ohio. Still waiting. Voting on accepting the state. Still waiting on my own state's history here. I think it's important to note that, so like Wisconsin looks at water fountains, or drinking fountains as some people weirdly call them, and says that's a bubbler. But it's not even all of Wisconsin. Wisconsin just became famous because they're so passionate about this word. Like the people who do it are super passionate about calling it a bubbler. Okay. Here's the next installment. Ohio then told Michigan if they didn't give up all their claims, then Ohio would block Michigan becoming a state. Damn. So the Michigan
got the
Territorial
oil?
Militia. Whoa. What? Yeah, I will. Okay, here we go. I will get the oil. Occupied the north part of Toledo, and the Ohio State Militia occupied the southern half of Toledo. Damn, there's like a whole like civil war that happened here. I did not know this.
Let's go.
That's awesome. Boop.
Go. There's a sample here. I don't know exactly. Oh, there you go.
I got it. Ha!
There's another one there.
Must get. Then, a Michigan sheriff went about collecting taxes in the Michigan-occupied territory, and the sons of the owner thought he was there to arrest them, so they knifed him to death and became the only person to die due to this war.
We'll get when we get shit.
Wow. You guys hear this? This is intense. They're like, I'm not going back to the slammer.
I don't like the way you said the wars. The US. In Brazil, we just pay for it. Actually, we pay without having the money. It's much better.
Even better. We'll buy it from you. It's fine.
You know the history of the Brazilian independence?
I do not.
Yeah, basically.
Oh wait, hold up. Hold that thought. I'm finishing the history of this,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
go.
okay, we gotta cue our histories. President Andrew Jackson then got fed up with Michigan and Ohio shit and told them to knock it off. The states could not go to war with each other. That definitely sounds like an Andrew Jackson thing. Happy New Year, Meg! We are talking about the history of how Ohio and Michigan had a war with a single casualty, and Wisconsin was the loser.
Thank you.
Oding.
That.
And then next, we're gonna hear the history of how
Are they still
Brazil
alive?
became independent from Dallas. I'm pretty excited.
So
And-
Portugal, we were colonized by Portugal, right? And
Okay.
then Portugal was in the middle of the Napoleon Wars over there.
Okay.
And then the royal family said, the Portuguese royal family said that, hey, we're gonna be, Napoleon asked, hey, we're gonna be friends of us? Oh, of course we're gonna be. And then the Queen Elizabeth asked, hey, you're gonna be friends of us? Of course we're gonna be. So Portugal was trying to play both sides.
Nice.
Napoleon found out and they had to flee.
Of course he did.
They asked the help of the English Navy to do it, right? Because at that time the Portuguese ship were like shit, so they acquired a huge amount of debt.
Okay.
Let's forward 100 years. We wanted to ask independence from Portugal, and basically we set up saying, hey, you know what? It's gonna be so expensive to have this independence and this war. We're gonna hire mercenaries. We're gonna hire mercenaries. It's not worth it. Why don't we pay you? And say, oh, you know what? We do have a debt with England. Can you take that debt with us? And we did. And that's how we set up.
That's awesome.
And basically, all our like utility companies at the beginning, the railroad, the electricity companies were all English.
That's awesome. All
So
right.
we just switched one.
Yeah, just one debt for
sovereign
another.
nation for another one.
Right. It's like when you put all your debt from one credit card on another. It's the tale is old as time. Let's see. Look at this. All right. So this is the last leg of this one. Okay. So Andrew Jackson went to the disputed area and gave Toledo to Ohio, and Michigan got the entire UP as a consolation prize. And then 80% of the world's copper and 60% of the world's iron were found in the UP, and Michigan didn't care anymore. That's awesome. I didn't realize that much copper and iron were up there.
It's the Rust Belt, isn't it?
That's intense.
Go, Savage, change. Change, Savage.
I've spent a lot of my life up there, and I didn't know that. Hey, stop eating my turret. Damn it, I'm gonna die.
Oh.
Can I get down? I can't. Gotta go this way. Doing swell, Lady Carter, deciding what to play or work on or watch. Tough decision. Tough decisions. Say it, Mag. Your all-time favorite game is Siege. Decision made. Check. Or you could do a replay of Outlast. That went well. Well, thank you for sharing that, Worm, because that is hilarious. I feel like we have so many hilarious things like in everybody's history. Like, I appreciate the telling of it, too. Also, in 1942, Detroit alone made 40% of the entire world's war supplies for that year, and the rest of the U.S. made another 40%, and every other nation in World War II made the remaining 20%. Oh!
I killed so many more guys than you did, Bert.
I'm so proud of you.
I
Once you
killed
got your
Louise.
right gun. I did. A replay of Outlast. Do you want me to die 2 days into 2021? Hey, listen. You made it through, all of you made it through 2020. And you made it through Outlast during 2020, Mag. So clearly you could make it through Outlast in 2021, because now it's completely different. Now you've been there. You did the thing. Actually, for me, I feel like Fright is even worse when you know it's coming. Like when you know something's coming and you just don't know exactly when. Like when somebody's about to shove you off of a building in virtual reality. And you know it's gonna happen, but you don't know when it's gonna happen. That's the worst kind of fright. Do you know why Chicago's called the Windy City? I do not. I mean, aside from, like, wind. No, wait. Okay, let me guess. Okay. Is it because, this is just out there. So, is it because there was so much, like, industrial stuff that it ended up creating, like, a false wind? It's no windier than anywhere along your lake. You have your own lake?
It's Lake Michigan.
So, do we have someone
Well, he's
that's
in
gonna
Michigan,
join us
so there's
here,
Lake
or-
Michigan and, well, there's
Nope.
Michigan and
Okay.
Superior up there, so. Lake Michigan grew up on the shores of Lake Michigan. That's so picturesque. You're not in Michigan currently? Fair enough. Oh, gotta get in my pod. Sorry.
So Force probably could use cardio accelerator.
Nope. Boots
No.
again.
Haven't lived there since you were a teen.
Okay, where do you
It's
want to
allowed.
start?
The good old days.
Here?
On the shores of Lake Michigan. Making cheese in the woods in your spare time. With a banjo.
Actually, we don't want the shield here, guys.
We don't want shoes. Cardio
No, the
accelerator?
shield.
The what? The shield.
Shield.
You don't want it won't do anything? What do we want instead?
We want
Another
a lot of-
turret?
No, we want machine guns.
What?
Lots and lots of machine guns.
Okay.
Regular strafing run okay? Or
Yeah, more
you
than
wanna
a
go
hit.
with more two
No, they don't
vindictive?
have they don't have ammo, so regular strafing is good enough.
And then should I
Okay.
bring ammo as well for my machine gun?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, resupply. Okay.
And you probably don't want the laser trident.
I don't.
No, but you are better with this because you
Oh
don't
yeah,
need
that's
to reload,
right.
right?
Yeah, we tried
I'm-
this before.
I don't reload. I just wander around. In the early 1800s, the politicians from Chicago were seen as huge windbags, especially from a frontier city that the city gained the name the Windy City. Wow. Damn.
What are wing?
And they just kept it. Like full of hot air kind of stuff, blowhard,
Mhm.
windbag, all of those are like Dude, I used to babysit for this kid. He was British, and he was 3 when I babysat him, but he was already such a, like... He was so annoying. He was into Bionicle, and he would always say, Bud, I want to play Bionicle. And I would be like, alright, fine. But he was a little snot. He really was. He was like, I can't pick up this ammo. Guys,
They're full of ammo.
I'm too full. I'm so full. Full of it. Come get it. Are you full too?
Yeah.
Okay. But he called this, like, lady who was a friend of his mother's. Like, she would show up and he'd be like, hello, you old bag. And she would take it. Like, it wasn't an affectionate term. He just called her that. And then he would bite. He was the worst child. The
Did
worst.
you hit him a little bit, like to make him suffer?
No. No, I did not. But I did everything possible to sabotage his Bionicle game without actually breaking anything.
This was Young Bird.
Young Bird was kind of a doormat. I just hated him secretly and never said anything. Keep in mind, 2 presidents later came from Chicago. Oh. Hope he didn't actually call you Bird. He didn't. He called me my real name. Although if I stream long enough, I'll start... Like, I now answer to Bird. Which I didn't before. It took a while. Like, we'd be playing games and Seb would be like, Bird. 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 And I just wasn't
Oh,
on
that
it.
piece of shit.
What?
There's
Yeah,
a guy
they're
that
horrible things.
reverse or control. Remember?
Oh, I hate
Oh,
that.
yeah, I hate those.
Yeah.
You're eating nachos and then opening Pokemon. It doesn't
oh.
get much better than that. I really
Check
miss
and call it
nacho
covert
cheese.
attack.
Then downloading this game. Bird. Hey, Bird. Bird. It's a bird. Look at my turret. It is doing work. I don't know what it's shooting at. But
There's
it is
a closed
shooting
over there.
hard.
We're almost done with this.
Let it rip. And let's go left.
Watch
Okay.
out, Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas!
Let's go left.
Bird! Yes. Oh, God damn it. Bird! Yeah, it's true. That's exactly how all of our games went for the longest time. And then I would end up like either saying his name or my name. And it's not like, I mean, privacy is important. It's not like, you know, I don't know. In terms of protecting identity, I don't know how important it actually is. Like, it seems like identity theft is a big deal. Like, Dwight Schrute is really concerned about it.
Wife is watching the Office for the 4th time.
Is
The good
she
thing that
also?
She like runs through the seasons that she doesn't like.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when Michael Scott leaves, she just runs to the last episode.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I like the first season is tough for me to watch, and then there are some episodes that are like infamously awkward that I just can't.
Shit.
Like when
My
there
bad.
is secondhand awkward happening, it
Oh,
physically
watch out.
pains
Straight
me.
behind.
So like the episode Scott's Tots, where he like promised to pay the college tuition of all these kids if they
That's awful.
graduated high school, and then he
Yep.
shows up and has to tell them that no, he can't. Oh, I have to watch that. I would have to watch it with like, I don't know, a friend. Did you give you a fake first
Straight
name?
run. Oh,
Yeah, your fake first name is Donkey. Donkey M. Dean.
Good.
I'm not sure what the M. I will come up with what M. Donkey Masterclass Dean. Donkey Melvin Dean.
are you guys okay if I reload quick?
Privacy thing is a bigger deal the larger you become. And then, like, so giving out your B-Day and address has been a bad idea. Possibly, Donkey. I don't know. Speaking of Dwight, have you seen the hidden, never seen, deleted seed of a prank making him think he was in the Matrix? I did not. I feel like I saw maybe something on Twitter in passing of that, saying that there was, like, unseen footage of it. What M? I just decided. If Donkey's your first name and Dean is your last name, then decided.
Piece of shit.
Actually, I guess we could do an N as your middle name, and then your initials could be DND, which is pretty rad. And then you'd have to take up TTRPGs, though. I'll send it to you once it's...
You think you got enough damage?
Shouldn't it be Donkey Kong Dean? It could be Donkey Kong
Go, let's
Dean.
go. Right.
All right.
You complete that?
Yeah, we did.
Alright, there was a sample to the right too.
But yeah, I feel like the privacy thing, it's weird because on the one hand, it seems like there is a substantial issue with like, especially like trolls and like the denial of service, like DOS attack kind of stuff. And then like just general identity issues. But then, like, once streamers get, like, really big,
down.
it seems like they just put their name out there anyways.
Oh, Dallas.
And so I don't know if at that point you can just afford, like, a really
Can
good
you hit me?
VPN.
I
Yeah.
think I got you. No, you did the wrong thing. Got it.
I'm not really sure how it all goes.
Bert, you're
Oh,
inverted.
damn it.
So am I.
Oh, and dead.
Oh, I'm dead too.
And swatting.
Dallas. Yeah.
What's
a
swatting?
wall.
And then apparently
Spawn
there's,
without a
like, I guess you can also get like bot raids where you have like a ton of viewers, and like the idea is to get them to like ban you. Whoa. Okay.
Did you saw that?
Like to get people banned for botting by like following them with like 1 million bots. Just seems just totally ridiculous. Or bot raids too. Like all of this stuff just seems so juvenile. Like why would we just do
Thank
that?
you for the ammo.
Bert, that's your Bert.
It's okay. I am fine. Is that my?
It wouldn't
It
let me
is.
dodge. Oh, the ammo pack was in the way.
I'm gonna have like 3 kills at the end of this. I swear.
Bird, we
Bird,
need you
can you
to
bring
come
me
back.
back?
I have no ammo. I can't move when I'm reloading this gun. I'm gonna die.
If you try and switch weapons mid-reload.
I've never heard of swatting. It's when people call your local PD and tell them that there's some serious crime going on that causes the cops to send out the local SWAT team. Oh!
Yeah. Pretty common, actually.
That's horrible.
Mm-hmm. And they normally say this a pretty crime. Sometimes they really drop heavy on the guy.
Oh, sorry.
So
Wow.
PTSD and insurance.
I'm a great husband.
Wow. That's horrible.
Yep. Get out there. Let's go right.
Yeah, all of that business just seems so... I mean, it feels so scary, but it also... Like, it just offends my sensibilities. Like, who is out there
Yeah,
who's
we're good here.
so bored and so looking to, like, just hurt somebody else that much that they're just gonna be like, you know what I'll do?
Let's go top 7.
Can we get our MGs back?
Oh, the machine guns are there? Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot.
A lot of big streamers and YouTubers have a meeting with their local PD about the possibility of swatting. That makes sense. That really does make sense.
Bird.
Thank you. My
You need
gun.
to reload
Here,
later.
come.
I thank
Reload,
you.
get ammo.
Yep.
You didn't reload.
I did reload. Oh, I
Nope.
was reloading, but then I did my thing. Dang it, I can't do anything! It's dumb.
Okay, let's go top.
That just seems so, like... I'm still trying to get over this, guys.
Right?
A lot of swatters are doing it for one of 2 reasons. Either because they are mad, that's fair, or so they can hack into webcams so they can watch the raid and hopefully see someone being... Oh, that's awful. It's just so many layers of awfulness.
Oh.
Definitely makes you want to just stay in quarantine forever.
We can finish the 20 campaign pretty easy. If we stay in quarantine.
Yeah, if we're staying in quarantine forever, it'll be fine. Maybe our children will become, I don't know, super homeschooled.
Oh, piece of shit. There you go.
Was that enough to take him out?
They needed better school teachers.
Never.
They did. That's what they needed. Specifically, they needed better science
Come.
teachers.
Come.
That's definitely how it is. If they had just had a better science, like a chemistry teacher or a biology teacher who was
Top.
you know, could model
Okay.
good behavior to them. Because that's where it comes from. You can trace
Breaking run.
Samples
Breaking
up
run.
above.
every good person. Like, behind every good person is just a science teacher
Left.
who did a really great job.
Oh.
Oh,
You had a history teacher that once
yeah, I
told
got
you there's
strafing run.
something
Watch out,
that was so
Dallas.
wrong. I never could. It's been 16 and I remember exactly what she said. Uh-oh. Is it a thing we can say on stream, though? That's the important.
Get up. Let's go. No.
I can't reload.
Going.
I guess I could switch to my other gun. There's that. There was that opportunity. I could have done that.
Open.
Oh, I'm on the wrong side.
So the trident does nothing against these guys, or is it like, does it do
Does
enough
very little.
that this business of like reloading?
It does very little because they have shields, and your energy weapon doesn't penetrate shields. That's why. Oh, let's go. You guys need to pick up your weapon. This is gonna
Only
be
she does.
shit show. Strafing run. Get up. Get up. Get up. Okay.
Teaching about D-Day and said on June 5th, 1944, a U.S. Army
Oh, shit.
invaded a beach near the town of Normandy,
to
France.
reload
After
too.
class went to point out that almost every single word in
Oh,
that
yeah,
sentence
I
was
know.
wrong, and she told me, "Do you really think any of these students care?" Oh, damn. Beach near the town of Normandy. Wow.
Yeah. Oh.
This is tough.
Yeah, sorry guys.
That's
Alright,
harsh.
strafing run.
You'd think like a history teacher would be
Okay.
like,
Should we go get your things?
like more open to correction and something like that. I'm reloading, guys. It's gonna take me 75 hours, but I'm doing it.
Let's go left, guys.
Okay. She should care.
There's ammo here.
One of them may turn down a career as a historian based on her callous
Alright, we
attitude.
gonna leave the
Yes.
samples to the right.
Let's go left. Yeah.
100%.
Can I get ammo quick?
Like, I decided to become a science teacher.
Oh, let's go for the samples.
I decided to become
Here.
a teacher because of a good science teacher. And I was like about to, like, if it were not for one good AP chemistry teacher, like chemistry would never have been one of my things. Like, I hated it. I planned to stay as far away from it as possible. And then it was a 1-semester AP chemistry course with a teacher that completely changed it so that eventually I made it my degree. And I mean, that was 1 semester when I was 15. Like, it's big deal stuff. Honestly, what teachers are doing, they don't get paid like it's big deal stuff, but you'd think they would realize it, you know? Like, everybody, like, nobody has experience of, oh, not nobody, but like, most people don't have experience of what it's really like to be a teacher. But we all have experience with, like, how big of a deal a teacher can be. You know what I'm saying? June 6, 1944, 5 armies, 2 American, 2 British, 1 Canadian. Anzac and Normandy is a province. High school history teachers are the large part why you didn't go into history. Yeah, see, that sucks. Hi, Shinzakura. P.S. Thanks for joining the conversation.
Stop.
That is a really good point. My mother-in-law is a retired teacher. She always says a mediocre teacher that pushes her students to excel is far better than a genius teacher who's just logging hours. Yep. 100%. And I mean, it's honestly, like, yeah. Like, science is not is not the subject I perform best in, honestly. Like, and I'm not necessarily proud of it. Like, I'm really proud of, like, the work that I had to do in order to, like, get my degree and get the grades that I needed in order to get my degree in teaching science. But, like, my, like, GPA, aside from, like, and you have to have, you know, at least, like, a B average in all of your science classes and stuff in order to, like, later teach science, which I fully agree with. I won't. But, like, my best grades were always in, like, history, English, philosophy, like, all that, like, humanities, fine arts kind of stuff. Okay?
Run left.
Okay.
Left, go.
Bottom. Come on, bird. Bird.
Go big! I just barely made it. But it's true,
I'm out of
like,
ammo.
people who are, like, super good at something, I think in some ways it almost handicaps you for teaching it, because, like, if it comes naturally to you, like, how can you teach somebody how to do it, you know? And if it comes naturally to you, I think that you're more likely to be annoyed with it, with people who aren't getting it right away. Not to say that that's always the case, but it has been something that I come across a lot. And it seems like the people who are, like, super good at it, like, they burn out faster than teachers who, like, are in it more for the teaching experience and the, like, learning factor than because they love the topic. Anzac is a phrase for Australia and New Zealand. Oh, generally when talking about military forces. This is good stuff. For deciding not to go into history. You know a lot of history. This is good. Comes from
so
the
we're gonna
British
run north?
World War I
Yeah,
Army.
we're gonna
Okay.
run north, right.
Okay.
They had a group called the Australian and New Zealand
Yeah,
Army
go.
Corps, or ANZAC for short. That's awesome.
3, 2,
Oh, damn it.
1, run.
Yep.
I was suddenly reloading there.
You can reload now.
Okay.
I
Yep,
don't
you're
need
too good
ammo.
at something.
You guys need ammo? Pick up.
I might be able to grab ammo.
Yeah, I'll grab ammo.
There's no challenge, and you aren't willing. And if you aren't willing to push yourself, there's no difference
Okay,
between
all
being
the
perfect and not being able to
way
do it at all. Yep, yep.
up
You loved
and
history in high school.
right.
That's good, Fitz. I'm glad. Gotta have somebody who had a good experience with this stuff.
Get up, get up, get up, get
About.
up.
Oh,
No, it's true. I think there is definitely
No,
the struggle of like learning something is I think is a big deal part of being able to share it with other people.
let's go, let's go.
strafing run. Watch out. Oh, we're fine.
I think Obi mentioned that a while back too.
All right.
Like Soapy's like a veteran, and so he gets really super annoyed with like young, clearly have never had real life struggle streamers who like life coach. He's like, why are you trying to tell me what to do? Like,
Let's go right all the way. Oh, watch out.
no, it's fine.
Nate?
History is how you remember your great grandpas. Oh, that's cool. Your almost complete degree is in anthropology. Almost complete
Oh, no.
degree.
I'm down.
Does that mean you're still working on it, or
You
that
guys
you
might
were
just need
almost
to
there and
run.
then decided to do something else?
Bird? Piece of shit.
Yee. It's on a very long hiatus. That's allowed.
Yeah.
School is tough, and it gets
guys
even
just go
tougher to
up.
fit into your life. Once you kind of like enter the real world. I know that sounds weird, but
No, I need to go back down.
okay.
And I'm almost
8
out
year
of
and
ammo.
counting hiatus.
Strafing run.
That's
Yeah, I
allowed.
missed most of it. Oh, I forgot that.
Bird, can you pick him back?
Yes, in a second.
Over here.
Is this still the first mission on this planet?
Yeah.
Damn. There I was talking about how like easy and awesome everything was, and how it's all a breeze.
Oh, this is a level 10, I believe.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, okay. I feel better about that.
Shit. I'm all inverted. Yeah.
Dang it! I was trying to shoot the other inversion thing.
Oh,
Dang it! I shot
Yeah.
it, and it's still.
I'm inverted, so
It's tough.
I'm not inverted. I'm inverted again.
You're inverted.
Switching.
And on the ground. Oh, damn
You
it.
can hit the inversion thing, okay? You can hit the bullets.
Strafing run.
Like, hit it as in, like, melee it? You've got 2 classes
No.
for your AA. Okay.
Shoot
For
it.
AA, then 8 or 9 classes in your BA,
go,
although
let's go,
one
let's
of
go,
those
let's go.
classes is 12 credits. Wow. It's a lot of credits. So that would be like field work for anthropology, yeah?
Oh,
Got a friend who does anthropology. She's living in
you.
England
that
at
was
the moment.
annoying.
He's not dead.
Oh,
He's not dead.
No. He's a
Dead
piece of
now?
shit. I told you.
Quite dead.
I need
Field
ammo.
school. Yeah.
Like a really,
Here.
really need ammo.
Really,
ammo
really.
coming.
Okay. Should I do ammo too? Nah, it's alright. Oh, wait. Guess I could do ammo. Do you want me to do ammo?
Guys, let's
Do
get
one.
a quick out of here. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh no, you did half of one? Oh, part way through that the term you were academically suspended and it didn't count. That sucks. Well, hopefully it was a decent experience while you were there anyway. And especially for all of those things, like, it's, I mean, like, on the one hand, I don't mind the idea of, like, doing...
Can't get my MG quick, it's just
No.
It's like right here.
That was harsh. No.
I got it.
Father Dallas says no. Only good thing you didn't have to pay
And now he
tuition,
wants
that's
to
good.
reload it.
I do want to reload it.
You had a summer living in a tent on the remains of a city. That's legit. That's really cool. But I don't know. I feel like I don't mind doing like experience work or like education and stuff like that. Like it makes sense. Like if you're going to be a teacher, you should have like a lot of experience in the classroom before you get a degree and have to go try and find a job and make a living off of it and have a whole career based off of it. And they should get people into classrooms working much earlier even. And I'm okay with a like general fee to like be assessed for that, to like, I mean, cover like the cost of, you know, looking at whatever work you needed to do and like having people observe you. Like I'm okay with that, but to have to pay a like full semester's tuition plus in order to student teach, where you just show up and go take over somebody else's classroom for an entire semester and do all of the like lesson planning and curriculum and grade work and test writing and quiz, like all of that business, that irks me. So like kids would not be listening and I'd be like, listen, I am paying like $8.75 an hour to teach you right now and you're just being a jackass. Like unbelievable. You have to have just off Napoleon Boulevard. That's kind of awesome. Should I like pick up this ammo? I'm gonna do it. Should I have reloaded? I guess I should reload. I've got like one. Ah, damn it. Doing anything cancels it. Except
I need
moving.
To pick up my weapon. I need some screen, please. Okay. What card is that? Great.
Not my best turret placement. Just gonna say. Oh shit.
Yep.
Get out the way.
Okay, get in.
Okay.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. We made it.
Yeah.
Yes. City where is where the vote for if Oregon should become American or British happened. Ooh. And it was one of the final two choices for the capital of Oregon, but it floated away before the vote. Well, shoot. It's not ideal.
I died a lot.
Hey! You
There
got
you go.
promoted! Did I get promoted? I want to be promoted. Did I not get promoted? Damn.
Not quite.
Not yet.
Ugh.
Yeah,
How
I
much
think
more do
maybe
I
you need
need?
to switch weapons.
Me? Listen,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if I have to fucking reload,
You are
I spend the
reloading that
entire
machine
time being like,
earlier.
I don't need, like, I just keep thinking, like, don't shoot unless you absolutely need to, because you're gonna have to reload if you shoot. And did I ever tell you about the first time that I drove a stick shift car, Dallas?
No.
It has to do with my tendency to, like, just not do things so that I can save myself from having to do the other thing that I'm bad at. So, like, can I have my trident now? Do I need to do... Huh?
Can you please extend the comment?
Extend the... Okay, so... Alright. Oh, hold up. More about this city in Oregon. It was made in a style called French long plank, which is building a house lowered on 4 poles, and then there was a flood that was 25 feet deep. Holy crap, that picked the houses off of the poles. Damn. Okay, can I have the trident back, or should I do the other... I have a machine gun. You're laughing. I'm gonna try it. I'm doing it. It's okay. That's an intense flood. 25 feet. So my mom took me to drive stick, and she was like, you need to learn stick. She had a Volkswagen Jetta at the time, which is a decent car.
Diesel or gasoline?
Stick shift. I feel like it might have been diesel, but I don't remember. No, it was really super quiet, so I feel like it wouldn't be diesel, right? Any hoodle. So she's like, you're gonna learn to drive stick. It's gonna be awesome. I'm really good at driving stick, so you should be really good at driving stick. And if you're gonna take your brother places or use my car, you should. And it's like all good reasons for anybody. We should just all learn to drive stick. Truth.
Queríamos.
So she takes me,
ground.
and it took me like an hour to get out of the driveway because I suck
Let's go.
at the time. I'm better at it now. Just as like the end of the story, just so everybody knows, is that I can drive stick and I'm quite proficient now. Like I'm not going to be like doing stick shift racing anytime soon. Like real life, like
Okay.
Tokyo Drift or anything.
So we're gonna run south and to the right.
I think we run right.
Yeah.
Instead of south.
Well, north or south.
North,
Right.
right.
Shoot. So like,
Get the chutes.
Okay.
oh, you're right. It's not going. Okay,
Three,
see, it totally went.
two, one, run.
Shoot. So yeah, I kept like snubbing the car, which is a word that's real, and I wrote a paper once, and like, are you laughing at me, or are you
No,
just
it
making
does
me-
that.
Oh, I gotcha.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and it with, but not with the Volkswagen Jetta. With the Volkswagen Jetta, you don't even know what happened. It sounds like maybe a bunny like tapped on the window, and then the air conditioning, like the air just comes on for no reason. So like I kept doing it, and I'd be like sitting there like, why won't the car go? And my mom would be like, the car is now off. Like you need to restart it because you snubbed the engine. And I'd be like, ah. So yeah, I use the word snub, like for snubbing an engine, in a paper in a college English class, and I got
demolished us.
downgraded. Oh damn, I died. I got
Yeah,
downgraded
him
for
guy that
using
killed
that
us.
word because he didn't believe it was a
Yeah.
word.
Oh.
So I ended
I
up
got
going up to
demolished.
him, and I was like,
Oh, Dallas.
oh, did you get it? Did you
He
get
got it. He
Oh,
got it.
clutch. Yes. He's like, it's not a word. And I was like, it is a word. You can just ask anybody. So he pulled the class. He was like, okay, everybody, Miss Bird here believes that this is a word. So raise your hand if you've ever heard of snubbing a car. And the entire class raised their hands, and I was so happy. And I don't even know, like, he wasn't a well-liked teacher, so I'm not totally positive they all actually knew what the word was, or if they were just trying to, like, stick it to him. But I got my points back. Super easy to flood the car. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I
But
should have...
your machine gun's here.
Okay, I just don't want to, like... But yeah, it took me an hour just to get out of the driveway, and then I only wanted to stay in, like, first gear. And then I couldn't go from first gear to second gear for whatever reason, because I just couldn't get the timing right. It took forever. My poor mother. The patience of a saint. And then we finally get going, and, like, I get brave enough to make it up to, like, third gear, and I'm going, like, a whole, like, 35, 40 miles an hour. And we're cruising around town. We haven't hit any stoplights or stop signs
We're gonna
or,
go
like,
up.
tight turns. Okay.
Okay.
And then we're by the river, and there's, like, a curve, and I was, like, freaked out, because I'm going, like, 40 miles an hour at this point. And she's like, here, just...
Are you ready?
Yep. She's like, here, just pull into this parking lot, and we'll turn around. But I didn't want to downshift, because I just finally made it to third gear, right? So at like 40 miles an hour, I just was like, okay, we're going into the parking lot to turn around. And I just like turned. And I was so intent on just turning and getting into the parking lot to turn around that I, A, didn't slow down, and B, also didn't use the parking lot entrance. Like I just turned, and I went completely, I clipped a snowbank, just went over the curb, over the snowbank, into this parking lot. And all of a sudden my brain turned off. I didn't know how to stop. I didn't know what to do with my life. I regretted every decision up to that point. I was like, I just dissociate. And
I can't reload.
Yep.
So all of a sudden, my mom,
Bird, you
like...
should reload probably too.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, damn. That was your fault. I blame you 100%. So all of a sudden, my mom, like, reaches over and she, like, throws the wheel to the left. And then she, like, yanks the car, like, out of gear. And we, like... Of course, the engine ends up, like, going ridiculous and snubbing. And, like, we roll to a stop. And, like, she doesn't say anything for a full minute. Like, she just sits there quietly. And, like, I finally get the wherewithal to, like, look up. And there's, like, a dumpster that we didn't hit that she, like... Oh, damn. I'm so sorry. That she had, like, you know, turned the wheel to avoid. Like, I honestly completely shut down at that point. Like, it was everything. And so, like, a full minute later, she looks over at me and she was so quiet. And she's like...
Alright, your MG's here.
She's like, Bird, you need to keep your head in the game.
I got another one. Bird. Yep.
Thanks. I gotta reload.
Straight
And, anyways, it's amazing to think that she got back into a stick shift car with me later.
Go right.
And our next experience,
Go
I,
right.
like, got stuck at a stop sign that was at, like, a slight incline. And, like, cars were going past us for a good 10-15 minutes. And then this, like, horrible dump truck came up behind, completely filled in, you know, my rearview mirror and both of my side mirrors and everything. Like, all I could see was him behind us. And he just stayed there. He wouldn't go. And I kept waving him through, and he wouldn't go. And then I was so freaked out. You know how, like, as soon as, like maybe you're bad at it or even okay at it, even great at it. But then as soon as somebody's watching, you just, everything goes to shit. And it was like that. Like, I couldn't do anything. And then I finally...
Do you have the electric handbrake or the manual handbrake?
Manual.
You can use the handbrake on that occasion, you know, right?
Maybe. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. It wasn't... Yeah. See... Anyways, I kept telling my mom, like, I can't do this. She's like, you can do this. And I'm like, I fucking can't do this. I mean, I didn't swear at her, though. And then, like, I was like, I can't do this. We need to switch. And she's like, no, you can do this. Just try some more. And I was like, I can't do this. So then I finally got out. I just stepped out of the car. I turned it off. And I stepped out of the car. And I went over and I stood outside of the passenger side on her side. And the guy in the dump truck, I don't know what he was doing. Like, smartphones weren't really a thing. Though smartphones weren't like a thing at the time. Maybe he was on his BlackBerry. I don't know. Such a Midwest mom thing to go. Guess what? Chicken butt. That's awesome. But yeah. And then after that, she stopped trying to give me lessons in stick shift. And then Sevi tried to teach me, and I made it to second gear easily. And then I eventually had to just drive around town with one of his colleagues, who was like a dad. And was like not gonna be flustered by anything. And now I can drive stick shift. I know that was long and drawn out, but I feel like I had to get that off of my chest, you guys.
So in Brazil, we don't have, well, we do have now, but at the time we didn't have automatic cars, so all cars are stick shift. And it's very hilly. So you learn like the hard way.
Right? I believe it. Like, it just seems like something everybody should, I don't know. It seems, I like, now that I can do it, it seems like a skill everybody should generally know.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I feel like there's only a couple places where mom would ever say, keep your head in the game. Yeah. There aren't really a ton of places where they would like...
Go, Bart. Go.
I'm good. David.
Watch it.
There's not too many situations. And there's not too many situations where my mom ever, like, pushed me like that, either. Like, she did a really good job at the mom thing for the most part. In fact, I almost feel like in some cases she didn't push hard enough.
Sample.
Greed. The greed.
The greed.
Or the samples.
The samples.
Of course.
Get the samples.
Upgrade stuff.
Hydrate, thank you.
Oh, it's shit.
Yeah.
That is something I didn't realize this year. Like, when I'm teaching, like, in classroom, like, it takes me a few weeks to, like, work up to, like, but I'm basically talking for, like, you know, the entire time that I'm at school. Like, either I'm, you know, got kids before or after class,
Which way are we
or
running?
Left.
I'm, like, doing lecture and stuff, so I'm basically talking for like 8 hours a day and projecting.
All right, Bird, you want to get on the left side?
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
damn.
Seven.
Yeah, I'm good.
Ooh.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Run like hell.
Okay. Oh, damn.
Oh, someone killed the bomb.
Oh, damn.
We're gonna need another atomic bomb.
Here.
But
I can get
now,
it.
like with streaming, that's when my voice gets like scratchy. So, oh, read fastly to me. Oh no, it's a new one. Okay, I am gonna have to put that off for just a little bit because I have to like do this. So as soon as we get a break in the game, like as soon as we finish this mission, I will go find that. I have not, and I actually, as soon as I made that, oh damn. As soon as I made that, I was like, I need to go.
Watch out, guys.
Damn, Dallas.
Dallas, move. Grenades. Grenades.
Oh no.
I couldn't move at all.
As soon as I made that, I was like, oh, I need to practice because it's been years. So this will be good. We can practice live on stream.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, I see what you mean by couldn't move. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, I'm good.
Sammy!
Oh,
Oh, that was intense. I'm gonna go get my gun. Birdie, get your gun. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. Who says it won't be fine? Nobody says it won't be fine. Dallas, get out of there.
Why?
Because you were about to die,
reloading.
and I felt protective,
Okay.
like a mama bird.
Mama bird.
We're like a worried little doggy.
Okay, let's go left. Okay.
Pewter, did you have news? Did you?
There's a POS.
2, 1.
Alright,
Go.
Did you have other news, Pewter, or was it just the chicken butt?
Oh, didn't work.
I feel bad that
We
I
didn't
like
get the
passed by.
shield, did we?
I think, did we not get the shield at the right time?
We got one of the shields, maybe the other one. Sev, brother, you need to stop running on my line of fire, my friend.
Sorry. It was
Buddy.
that, okay.
Yeah.
Man, if Dallas is calling you buddy,
Right.
or I don't know what you said, buddy or brother?
Brother.
Brother.
I don't say buddy.
So, I don't say buddy. Should someone stay behind and make sure the third one works?
I don't have that vocabulary.
We could do that. That would be very Armageddon of us.
Alright, my thing's here.
Okay. Oh, shit. Press it and run.
Oh. Oh, it's just the one that we need to get, isn't it?
Nice reference of the worst movie that. Hey, listen, I enjoyed Armageddon. I really did.
Sorry.
I think that is one of the gifts and curses of being homeschooled because you don't know what's horrible and what's not. Like, you just like things naturally in the wild. So, like, I didn't know it wasn't cool to, like, be obsessed with, like, birds and old-time radio shows. Like, I thought I was pretty stinking awesome. And then, like, I showed up to the real world and they were like,
Piece of shit.
maybe not. And
Piece
I
of shit.
enjoyed me some,
Piece of shit. Yeah.
Okay, I got
I
another
died.
one.
well, I didn't
Defend
die.
it.
But I enjoyed Armageddon. Watched it several times. Enjoyed the soundtrack. Owned the soundtrack. Listened to the shit out of that soundtrack. Slight crush
got him?
on
Sweet.
shoot. What is his name?
Or her.
The main character,
can
not one of
use
the
a
main
revive.
character. Like Liv Tyler's
reinforce.
boyfriend in it. Shouldn't have had a crush on him.
Bird.
Did.
Bird, revive
Okay.
before he inverts your controls.
Did. Does it invert that
Yeah.
stuff too?
It's not an-
Oh,
Yeah.
that is
You could
evil.
suddenly be
So
shooting
evil.
your teammates.
How many times did I
up.
cry to that soundtrack? Now listen, Meg. It is so good though. It's got there's Aerosmith on that soundtrack. There is a really sweet rendition of what's it called? Leaving on a Jet Plane
From
from
Steven
Armageddon.
Again?
Yeah. So I'm leaving on a jet plane. See, when I sing it, you might hear the John Denver version in my voice because you don't know the cover that I'm talking about.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, let's go left.
All right, it's a deal.
Go.
Finally.
Ooh, yeah.
Go left. No, let's
You
go
know what
left.
soundtrack, Meg, that I did sometimes and often? Not, I mean, yeah, often. It was like the
Some memo here.
soundtrack to my whole teenage years. Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. That
Yeah, I
soundtrack and
I
that
can drop
movie
ammo.
slaps. I don't care what anybody says. That was... It might be my all-time favorite. Yeah, in terms of, like, if you're gonna include story and, like, story and music and everything, like, that movie.
No.
And it's some of Matt Damon's best work. And it's some of Hans Zimmer's best work. And Bryan Adams. Like, I don't even know other Bryan Adams music. I just know Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron. It has music for
Yeah,
your
you-
teenage rebellion. It has music for your teenage puppy love. It has music for your teenage heartbreak. It's amazing. And the story
Okay, let's go.
is fabulous. There is love, there is friendship,
Look at it.
but the love you can also, like the
Reload.
like romantic aspect, you can also bill it to your children as they're just good friends too and not have to worry about boyfriend and girlfriend horses.
Okay, this is gonna be horrible.
It's got mostly unproblematic depictions of like early US history, well, like colonization.
Go.
Unproblematic like depictions of Native Americans. It's like, it's great stuff. How come they can go through this shit? Like, I'm glad they can. Bryan Adams is most famous for Summer of '69. Yeah, I hate that
Go.
song. That song I definitely
Go.
hate. Heading home from work. Bye. See you later, Pewter. Thanks for joining us. Happy you could be here for a while. Have a good drive home. Look at those emotes. Look at them.
Guys, let's go.
In the summer of '69. Yeah. That wasn't a euphemism song at all. You've never heard that soundtrack? Oh, Mag, you gotta go. It's got some of the most inspiring music I've ever heard in my entire life. Honestly, I'm just telling you. And I've actually our daughter's favorite song is Homeland. She has renamed it North because she just does that to songs. Like, she can't read yet. And she also can't be bothered to memorize the name of songs, so she just hears something, and then she's like, what's this song's name? And then you say it, and if she's not, like, into it or realizes that she's not going to really remember it, she's just like, I'm going to call it this, and then you are in charge of remembering that song when she says it.
Let's go home.
And now she just sort of, like, memorizes some of the words, or tries to. Like, the other day, she was like, can you put on Chelsea's Daniel for me? I think we probably are, Worm. Can you put on Chelsea's Daniel? And I was like, what? And it took me a minute, but because I'm her mom, I've learned how to, you know. And I mean, if you think about Christmas music and stuff, you might realize. And I was like, do you mean Excelsis Deo? And she's like, yeah. So she just wanted Hark the Herald Angels Sing. So, you know, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Chelsea's Daniel, same story. Whoop. She also came, like, she was just, I don't remember what we were doing. I think we were coloring together, and she's like, Mom, nobody worships Carol or even likes Carol. And I was like, what? Like, what have you been listening to? What have I accidentally said? Like, this Carol person that we, like, don't worship, which is fine, but also nobody likes her? Like, WTF? How is my 5-year-old, like, this serious about it? And I was like, which Carol? What do you mean? And she's like, you know, the Carol who didn't like Jesus. Evil Carol. It was Pharaoh. She was talking about Pharaoh. TIL. Oh, Mag, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be so exciting. Also, while you're in the market for great soundtracks, Yo-Yo Ma has a Christmas album.
Ah, shit.
Again?
It involves
Yeah, that was
Alison
very
Krauss,
awesome.
Yeah, get him.
and I think that's brilliant. He also has a album that he's done with other musical greats called the Goat Rodeo Sessions, which is all good, but the best track I feel like on it is Attaboy. I once sprained my ankle describing it to somebody because it was that good. It's good, like, apple orchard music.
I got it.
Okay.
Where did you drop her?
Oh
Other side.
Come.
10 seconds. I can make it. I can make it. I can make it. I can make it.
Go.
I'm going. Fuck. Okay.
Oh, yeah!
Ooh. Did it. Did the thing.
Good job.
Acubin's Prime.
And we got all the objectives.
Yes.
I feel like
Solid.
I died like 3 times at the end. At least. I died 8 times.
I died a lot of
Well,
times.
you guys killed me like 3, okay, of the 8. But
Hey,
5 is
listen.
one.
Well, let's see how many accidentals we have.
5 was
it's
my
important
fault,
to
for
know.
sure. 5 of it.
Yeah, I definitely have 2 accidentals.
Okay.
Bird has none.
Nobody accidentally killed me.
No.
It
You
looks
did an
like you
accident
hit
too.
your-
Oh, I didn't accidentally kill any other people. That's
Yeah.
great. Okay. I had more kills, but we're still not. This isn't my planet. Semi-obsessed with the music video for Mexican Radio by Wall of Voodoo right now, because every time you watch it, there's something
Okay,
new in
just
it that's so
one more
crazy. That sounds awesome. I have like struggled to watch music videos recently just
Let's
because
go
I feel
stop
like
at bottom left. Sevi?
Oh, bottom left.
Bottom
Like,
left.
I wouldn't say
And
that
we-
I'm
No, more bottom.
Oh, go back.
opposed
Go back.
to art.
More bottom.
Like, I'm on board with things being artistic,
We
but I
get the
feel
guys
like,
and stick them to the right.
and this is probably just me being a, I don't know, elitist slob, but I feel like if your song tells a story, like the music video, to me, I feel like should be at least tangentially related to that story. I'm looking at you, what is it? Call Me Maybe? I think it was Call Me Maybe. Yeah. I guess that one is sort of like related, but then there's also one by Pink called Please Don't Leave Me that I also was like, why would you do that? And then every music video by Lady Gaga, and I know that they're just rife with like artistic interpretations of important things that they're like
Ammo?
trying to say,
Bird, get ammo. Oh,
but I
Pink's
just,
got the-
you think it's a super racist song, but you're not sure. It could be. I don't
Could be
even
ammo?
know. Like,
Bird, ammo.
going.
Let's go.
I'm trying to like apologetically say that I hate something. I think that's what's happening here. I have a problem with it. Oh, dang it! I had a like break in the game and I didn't do your read fastly. I'm sorry, Worm.
Oh, and we did not remind you.
We gotta remind me. Because I don't want you to miss out.
Over here.
Well, is Worm okay waiting till the end of this mission?
Give it a listen at some point. I will. I'll put it on my list, hopefully.
Okay, this is close by, so hopefully.
Yep.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck behind the survivors. Why am I running just as fast as the survivors? Is it that this gun is too heavy?
You have all train boots?
I do. That's probably
Ah,
it.
I got it.
Oh. Oh.
Hey, you deserve to die, but die.
Better
We
yet.
have shelter right there.
Yeah.
He's not
There
there.
you go. Let's go.
Woo! Do the thing. Get the stuff. Save the planet. Get the oil. I guess not save the planet. Slay the
3
planet.
samples this way.
Yeah. Greed.
Greed, of course.
Greed.
I like to take advantage when we have you with your UAV.
So that's what the UAV does? Searches
Yeah.
for samples?
It shows the samples on the map, but you've never seen them. So never open the map. Have you ever opened the map on this game?
I did early on. And then I discovered that, like, other people are opening the map and saying things like left, right, up, down, north, south, east, west. And sometimes they would say things like north. I mean south. And so I thought, why should I be opening the map and adding to this confusion?
Nope.
So,
Oh.
now it's been so long that I haven't opened the map.
It's your favorite mission now, Sevi.
Favorite
Oh, yeah?
mission?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I dropped the one for you. You can pick that up. You can pick that up.
Can't wait.
Oh, good. Damn it.
Downloading Helldivers now. All right, donkey.
I died.
Donkey.
I wasn't paying attention.
You?
Me.
Micromanagement are us?
Bird.
What? It's fine.
Oh,
That was me.
okay.
Totally me. Sorry. Oh, shit. Piece of shit. Piece of shit inverted me.
Apparently, in the 80s, there was a fairly large movement of people who lived in Southern California who wanted to get around U.S.
I didn't
broadcasting
skip the
laws. They would go to the
reinforced.
desert,
Oh, wait, I did. I
northern
did.
Mexico, the stupidly powerful dish, point it north, and start a pirate radio station. That's kind of awesome. Those, like, oddly rebellious things make me happy. Is Helldivers Dive Hard Edition the right one? Is this the Dive Hard
Yeah.
Edition? I think it is, yeah.
Alright. So
Okay.
Hey, my other gun worked on that guy, just so everybody knows.
No, you
I'm
just gonna try
they
it a
don't
little
work,
bit.
but they need a lot of.
I don't know. Okay, you got it? Good, good. It's been a while. It's been a while since that happened, though. Well, a Voodoo Song has nothing to do with that, despite being made by a group in SoCal at that time. Birdie, get your gun. Alright.
Piece of shit.
I can't tell if that went well because it went well or because you were shooting too. Probably because you were shooting too,
Both.
but I'm gonna...
It's 5 of them, Sevi.
You told you about the super big streamed event you're going to do when you make it big on here? Ooh. What is the super big streamed event that you're going to do when you get big on here, Worm?
That's one. Let's go.
I want my MP back
It's here. Ammo.
and some ammo.
And then ammo too.
When we all
Bird
make it
ammo,
big on here.
bird ammo.
Bird ammo. Bird
Let's go.
ammo. Get a bunch of streamer friends, ghost town in rural Oregon, and go ghost hunting. So it would be an IRL stream. That's what Wormette is practicing for. With her like 80,000 hours of phasmophobia. She's gonna do so awesome. You guys will be great.
Bird, you're gonna revive Helldivers.
She refuses.
alone.
It's just me. That's what we're gonna do. That's what it's gonna be. All of us together. We are gonna make this community a thing again. We're gonna make Helldivers happen again. I've got actually Worm said that he was thinking about playing KOTOR now. So I like bringing back KOTOR. We're bringing back KOTOR. We're bringing back Helldivers, and we're bringing back sexy. That's what we're doing in 2021.
Let's go. Let's go top. Top. Keep moving.
Jesus. You live in Oregon.
Oh. Shit.
Ooh, maybe you guys are neighbors. Oh, that'd be cool. If you guys become besties too, then at least some of our like fabulous group can be like in real life. Maybe you guys can go golfing together or ghost hunting together. Oh man, the possibilities are endless, truly. Speaking of the donkey, I think like I know we said partner next week, but next week isn't really good for me. So we're gonna have to do partner like in 2 weeks. But next week, it'll be partner next week. Sadly, not actual neighbors. Got one set who are super awesome, but never heard of Twitch until I told them about it. And one's an asshole old man across the street. Asshole old man across the street are racist assholes, and behind them are drug dealers. No, I think the donkey fits in one of those groups. Perfect Jinxie owe me a soda. That's awesome. He's a drug dealer. He sells mucho drugs.
Oh, I'm dealing.
Down. Thank you, Bird.
I didn't do that. It was him.
No.
Well, you're reviving me.
Am I?
Oh. Why
no,
I always
you're not.
put the
I'm not.
other- Shit.
Sorry, I was throwing a
Thank you.
turret. I didn't even think.
Oh, you got both of us.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Coming in clutch. I am so not paying attention. It's weirdly still not as bad as the other night when we played. Oh, I can't shoot the thing that I'm trying to defend.
We need to defend this thing.
I can't get to it.
But don't shoot the thing.
Yeah, that's half my problem.
Put additional pipe on it.
Yeah, I got it.
Click, click,
Can
click,
always
click,
do with additional pipes. Nothing wrong.
click.
Mucho
Look where I
drugs.
am.
That's awesome. That I was needing more pylons. I mean, pylons are cool. But have you heard of pipes?
Oh, watch out, watch out.
Yeah.
What?
That,
Damn,
not
okay.
far enough.
Retrieve the geological data.
Got it?
Let's go. Let's get the freaking out of here.
Yeah, I'll leave my MD. You guys can have it.
No, we gotta go back for it. But that's.
I don't think the Protoss have heard of pipes. Protoss have heard of
Yeah.
pipes. Could be.
Yeah, you're gonna die now. Tell you by the way.
Yeah.
What are you referencing, Worm? Because I feel like I should get it.
Sounds like StarCraft. Oh, that's my bad. That's my bad. Blame me. I thought it was a bomb, but it was a strafing run that I unleashed.
C7, can you go?
Go where?
Whoa, stop with it.
He's just getting.
Hey, hey.
Wow.
Danger close.
Isn't there-
but you guys are safe. Alright, I got the MG.
Yeah,
Keep
no,
your
where's
friends
that?
close and your strafing runs closer.
Let's go left. Let's go left. No, no, you. You go down.
Dig. Okay.
Remember, grenades are very good against these guys, okay?
Damn it.
Grenades are very good against these guys. Come on. Ah!
Ashley Roboto had a. That was
I
my
just
fault.
killed Bird.
You did.
Okay,
That was my
revive
fault,
her.
though.
Revive her.
StarCraft. It was a StarCraft show.
Revive
Okay.
her. I got a piece of shit.
I have never played StarCraft. I don't necessarily count it as one of my gamer sins. I more count like the fact that I haven't played Mario, or Pokemon as my gamer sins.
He's not down.
And I don't know that I could ever get into. Maybe when I was younger, like
Oh,
because
that's
it would have
close.
been like the only thing available. Oh damn it! Like the only
Yeah,
game
yeah, they got it.
available.
They kill me. Bird. It's inverted. It's inverted.
I know, but it wasn't
It's
there.
inverted.
Ah, I'm so. No Pokemon? I am out. Donkey, I'm so sorry. Unless you played Star Fox, then you still may. I mean.
Okay, we have a break.
I've been Star Fox on Super Smash Brothers. Does that count? Okay, so it is my understanding. GoldenEye, have played GoldenEye. Lots of GoldenEye, and lots of Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer as well. It is my understanding that because Wikipedia is public access. Fancy that. The most recent Wikipedia article I had open was facts about Georgia. I'm pretty sure I can show it on stream, so it's all good. All right, we are gonna go to, did anybody ever, like, Wikipedia race? Like, back when Wikipedia was new, did you ever do, like, you'd pick a word, and then you would all go to random article, like, at the same time, you'd be like, ready, set, go! And then only clicking on the, like, blue words, you had to get to the article about that word. So you could pick, like, toothbrush, or, like, gorgonzola cheese. And then you had to, like, just only clicking on the blue words in your article, you had to, like, eventually get to it. It was really fun. We did it in Organic Chemistry Lab. 3 Star Wars games. Okay, here we go. This is Cane al Vento, which is a novel. I'm gonna do about the work because that's a little bit longer and doesn't involve as much Italian. Yes, Italian. I don't want to actually read it Italian because I would butcher it. All right. So, quick backstory. I used to be in policy debate, and one of the things that you have to do in policy debate in order to get your argument in is read as fast as possible. And I only had a few policy debate skills, and that was one of them. The other one was just like, when I didn't know what I was doing, I would just look at the other team and be like, we're kind of winning that. So, and then, like, I would just tell them that we were winning, and then sometimes they would believe me, and it was awesome. So, okay, here we go. I'm gonna read this section here. And it might go terribly, but I'm gonna try and read it really fast. You guys ready? On your mark, get set, go. Set in the barren lands of Sardinia, the novel involves the themes of poverty, honor, and superstition. Early in the 20th century, rural Sardinia is described. The book is still nowadays a combination of an apparently static society related to millenary customs and a land starting towards industrial and technological progress. Unlike other authors at that time, discussions of the most complex sides of the progress. That is how the modernity repressed the human essence in every place, not only in Western countries. Delita was so much more sensitive and concerned about his cultural grasping the deep and upsetting meaning of this change. We can see this in a projection of the island community. It is not a story for its own stake, neither is it enclosed within the Sardinian borders. What is valid for the island was also for Italy at the time and the world. An English translation of this work by Martha King was published in 2008 by Italica Press.
You've gotten really rusty.
I have gotten really rusty. That was terrible. I did miss a few words. That was tough. I mean, like, okay, dry reading it, but, like, you understood every word. That's awesome. You shouldn't be able to understand every word. I'm gonna have to, like, practice. I mean, you should be able to understand every word if you, like, slow it down a bit, but, like, you shouldn't necessarily be able to hear it in, like, conversational speed. Damn. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Keep redeeming it. Make me do it. Look at the games you got. Old Republic. The Old Republic is free, Donkey. Come on. Knights of the Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2. Excellent. Yes. You can hear really fast. We can all hear really fast. Technically, you can hear like 500 words a minute intelligibly if you practice. I know this because a friend of mine was blind, and his, like, screen reader he has set to 500 words a minute, and he, like, you can't say that fast. No, it's true, and it's actually a huge factor in, like, why especially people with things like ADHD struggle, because you can think so much faster and hear so much faster than what we can speak. And so there's, like, so much space in conversations for activities where you're, like, not paying attention. And then you come back and you find out that they're, like, 6 sentences ahead of you. You talk so fast, did not understand. Instructions unclear. Tough. Yeah, I don't know, man. You gotta get, there's Fall Guys was big for a while. There was that. And I don't know, what do we play, guys? What do PC streamers stream? All the games, man. All of them. You gotta just pick your favorite ones. Okay, I almost want to read another paragraph before we... No. If somebody redeems it, I'll try it. Shoop. In Fall Guys, I fall, though. Yeah, I'm not really good at Fall Guys either. Okay. I'm back. And we're back. Woo! Helldivers is downloaded. You feel official. Booyah. I would invite you immediately, but I feel like you're going to need to go through the like tutorial and kind of get a little bit like accustomed. Also, if you have a controller, you should plug it in. I can't remember if PS5... You probably have a console that has USB or like Bluetooth controllers that would connect. Currently you stream mini painting. I haven't seen any mini painting. KOTOR, RimWorld, Car Mechanics Simulator 18. That's awesome. Fallout, and then D&D. That's awesome. Atari joystick, Sega, Dreamcast controller.
Sega Dreamcast controller had this little space where you put like the memory card with a LCD on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Super clutch.
That's cool. Did anybody have... Was it Nintendo that did it? That had the glove?
Yes, that was Nintendo early on. Like, I think NES or Super NES, one of the two.
It just seems like it'd be cool.
Super
You have
NES.
old Xbox controllers. That should work. I think Xbox controllers should work.
Yeah, it works.
And by old Xbox controllers, you mean 360, right? Because in my head, there are only two Xboxes. Xbox and Xbox 360.
Which was the most reliable console I ever had. Even more than my Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean, my original Xboxes, they lasted a good long time. And then we had some trouble with 360s, but I logged a lot of hours on our original Xboxes. And then we just started picking them up used so that we could continue to play Halo 2 and be happy. Man, do you guys remember, like, LAN parties? With Halo and Age of Empires and Command and Conquer. The glove was for NES. Cool. You had your original Xbox for 2 or 3 years. Yeah, those things were solid. That was like the easiest. Why was it so easy?
Because we are moving fast.
Oh, okay.
And the game took a pity of us.
Starting Monday. You will do mini painting Mondays. Mini painting Mondays. I like it. Mini Mondays. KOTOR Tuesdays. Car Mechanic Wednesdays. RimWorld Thursdays. Fallout Fridays. Nice. That'd be fun. Hi, Fitz.
Up.
Is it time for Star Wars jokes? You still have your Sega Genesis from 1984? That's awesome. Is the Sega Genesis going the same way as, like, I think it's... Is it Nintendo cartridges as well? They have, like, a lifetime of, like, 25 years or something, which is coming up. So all the collectors and stuff, like, they just stop working. Like, I don't know if it's the hardware or if it's the cartridges.
The EEPROM.
Yeah. So that super sucks. For all the collectors. It's always time for Star Wars jokes, Donkey. I mean, I'm hesitant to say that to you. In the same way that some teachers are hesitant to say there's no such thing as stupid questions when the class clown is present. Oh, I'm sorry, Dallas. I got in the way.
No. Got the piece of shit.
I can't cross the streams. Hey Donkey, how are you? Don't know, haven't tried playing it for a long time. I'd be interested to know. Doing well? Good, good. Do you guys have any exciting, like, New Year's resolutions? Because I feel like I picked silly New Year's resolutions last year. The only one I, like, officially made was that I really wanted to try and make crepes in a cast iron pan. Like, I was reading Amazon reviews for cast iron pans, even though I already have plenty of cast iron pans. Like, all the cast iron pans that I want to have, aside from, like, a Dutch oven, I have. But there I was, reading reviews. And this lady was talking about, like for a pan that I have. She was talking about how she uses it all the time for making crepes, and I was like, hot damn! Like, I want to make crepes in a cast iron pan. Like, that just sounds so baller to me.
Did you got all?
Where did Luke get his hyper
No.
I can't the second hand.
Missing one more.
It's needed new wires since 1999. So it's kind of just for show. I think it's a cool desk item. I mean, you could have a paperweight, or you could have... Did I say Sega Genesis? It was a Sega Genesis, right? Yeah. I think it's cool. And is the cartridge holder big enough that you could use it as like a phone stand? That would be rad. Like if you took out the little like cartridge, like whatever thing that like holds the cartridge in, and you just use it as a phone stand, or like added a little bit that would hold it up. Oh, that'd be cool. Wow, look at me. I need to do art streams. Where's Pewter?
Sorry.
It's okay, I forgive you.
No, I hit Dallas.
So here's the thing. I just realized that like I don't, because this isn't a like laser gun,
Yeah,
I can
go.
just hold the trigger down, can't I?
Yep.
That's cool. I'm coming. Still works super finicky. Did you just try it out now, Worm? That's awesome. Ah. Bring in the things. There we go. No, it's packed up. Okay. Dude, this music, I just realized at the end of the song that, like, what am I doing with a pistol, honestly? I just realized that it had game themes in it. So I was hearing, I was like, that sounds so much like the Mario jump noise. I can't go yet. Because I'm reloading.
Watch out.
It's like when a dog is pooping.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. Got stuck on the turret. Sorry. Oh, they can go right through the wall.
Last few times we played it, essentially you had to braid the back wires to keep them in the exact right
Get
spot.
down. They got me.
I'm down.
Run!
Bird,
Bird.
you.
Ah.
Revive, revive. Oh.
No.
Well, anyways. Oh, shoot. Ooh.
It's just this plant. We just need this one, guys.
This is the, and then we finish the set, and then it's,
We got
We
the.
get the reward.
I want the reward. Oh, hold on. I need a quick bio break. This is okay, right? While you're setting this?
Yep.
Okay.
Savio dropped the UAV, okay?
You'll drop the what?
The UAV.
All right.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed the brief chair stream. I didn't realize that chair streams were going to be like a real thing until I showed up. Fun fact! I always have like fun facts that I think of off stream, and I'm like, oh, I should save that, log that away for like a fun fact. And then I never do. Just a second. I know that oh, okay. This is one that I've mentioned fairly often, but it's amazing. So Worm, did you know that if you had a mole, chemistry unit, the mole, a number, so 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. If you had a mole of an average sized moles, the animal, it would cover the earth. If you just release them onto earth, it would cover the earth several kilometers thick of just moles. That's how huge and ginormous that number is. And topping that off, you should do the cam off, cam off, cam off button, cam off, cam on button. I could do that. There could be the no talking one for me. I feel like that's a big deal. What a fact! It's a great fact. Even better, if you release the moles into space instead, they would form their own planet, roughly the size of the moon. Because gravity. Well, okay, so you'd have to release them far enough out in space where they don't. What?
They are the right.
Oh, okay. I thought you were adding to that fact here. Move. You'd have to put them someplace where they're not affected by other gravitational pulls in order for them to form their own planet. So you'd have to put them out. Cam off, cam on. I'm about to use the Adam Sandler line from Billy Madison. Cam off, cam on. I think if you release them, yeah, they would die. And if they weren't dead when they formed a planet, they would be, because of the gravitational pull. They would end up actually creating the heat of them all moshing together. They would actually start to form their own sort of volcanic activity. It's just kind of rad. When you get things on that size. And then I don't know, the core would you'd create basically some oil. So that's cool. A lot of oil.
Samples, or?
No.
Oh, then why did you come up here?
I have no idea. I was following you guys.
Oh, I was trying to follow you.
Dallas, you weren't following me, were you? Because I never opened the map. Ever.
Yeah.
Did anyone hear some Swedish guy says we have talked to aliens? Was it this guy? He says, aliens. And Trump was gonna say it. Trump, you don't care. You don't know if you believe this. I don't know. I could totally see Trump being that he'd be like, we're gonna talk. I will end my. I can't do a Trump impersonation. I have done it off the cuff every once in a while where it sort of sounded like him, but I could totally see him being I will end my administration by speaking to the aliens on behalf of the United States. 100%. 100% like him. Yeah. It's uncanny, really. Actually, I had a student, last year, 2 years ago, who, his side job gig was, he was a Trump impersonator. People would hire him, to be Trump, and he did a party one time, and so he does a really good the voice he does is right on, and he's got enough of the looks that it works, and he throws on a suit and some contacts and the hat and everything, and they the parties that he did, they would hire limos for him to show up in to do his Trump impersonation deal. I guess it was a really good gig. Would it be oil or would it go right to graphite? I guess I don't know. I'm not sure what the core would end up being. That'd be a really good question, though.
Go up.
I feel you wouldn't necessarily get graphite right away because there'd be a lot of shifting. So to me, that says that you'd have a fair amount of like, because like the moon has a solid core because it is so like it's so settled, like, and there hasn't been any like major magnetic or volcanic or like gravitic activity in such a long time. But like a mole planet, hypothetically speaking, I feel like there'd be just like a lot going on in terms of like it just got all squished together and stuff. But I don't know. Diamond maybe? Could be eventually. I guess you would have to figure out like exactly how much pressure.
Sorry, Sevi.
Yeah, way to go.
Let's go.
I think I dropped my gun.
Let's go.
How does that work? Oh well.
Down. Hit the deck.
Sorry. Oh, I see what you were saying. Closed my eyes and went, "It is you." So many impressions.
Sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah, I'm aiming like shit today.
So many aliens. We have to get them talking at the table. That'd actually be cubic zirconium because it's technically artificially created. I guess.
Can you demo for the next stop, Sevi, please?
Yep,
I don't think it would
can.
be necessarily. I think synthetic counts. I don't know. I mean, how far back do you have to be involved for it to still count as synthetic? Like, if you set something in motion, is that still considered synthetic? I mean, and additionally, like, CZ is pretty...
Okay,
like,
do you need ammo,
different
Bird, or should I take it?
structurally. I don't have my gun anymore. Oh, I do have my gun. Look at that. Fancy that. I'll take it.
Okay.
Can you do Christopher Walken? Oh, absolutely, I can do Christopher Walken. Gonna need you to stop, or I'll have to stab you in the face with a soldering iron. I'm not totally positive what the front end of that quote is, but the stabbing in the face with the soldering iron is definitely him on the back end. Have you ever seen Christopher Walken reading bedtime stories? That is amazing. What in the living hell was that? I'm sorry. It was a real Christopher Walken quote. You asked me to do it.
Bad.
It was bad. But you asked me to do it, so I'm gonna try it.
I'm down.
Do you want to read some French, Donkey? We can do that.
Thank you.
I didn't say I'm gonna do a good impression of Christopher Walken. I don't think I have any impressions that I do well. Is there any good impressions that I do, Sevi? You would know.
I'm trying to think. I don't know right now.
And
Yeah,
do
I don't
it.
think you're a big impression type person.
Oh, real talk. Really bring up the French.
down?
Oh yeah, I will bring up the French. We are going there. Yeah, I'm fairly positive,
dead.
like, certainly off the cuff, I can't think of any impressions that I can do.
Watch out, Dallas.
No.
I don't want to die. Just hide in this corner. Hot tip, don't ever read that book. Forrest Gump? That's a book?
Remember me.
We won't leave you.
Get up.
You cannot express how bad it is. Shoot. So that was one of the cases where the movie was better than the book? Although, honestly, I could never get into Forrest Gump. It just never thrilled me. I was never like, this is a great movie. Like, watching it the whole time, I was just like... I mean, I appreciated What's-His-Face with the shrimp company. And the shrimp guy, Bubba. You do a good Forrest Gump? I think that's fair. Like, it is part of Americana to know those references and those... Like, if you do those impressions, like, almost anybody present will get it. Like, somebody in the room is going to get that reference, which I think is cool. Oh, dang.
Oh, watch out. Watch out. There's the bomb. There's the bomb.
Dang. Thought it was so-so. Oh.
Strafing rent. Oh yeah, I need to.
I didn't realize Forrest Gump was a book.
Okay, now I can get you.
Well, it's cool that there's more exceptions to that rule. I feel like there aren't a ton of situations where the movie is better than the book. There's almost nothing to do with the book. It's the best decision the filmmakers ever made. Yeah, I think that is cool. I think, like...
Down here again. Pick up your weapons.
I got my weapons, just I think bird.
The only other case I can think of where the movie was, like, way better than the book for me, and, like, I guess it's fairly popular now, so maybe I'll have to, like, give it another chance, read it again, is How to Train Your Dragon.
I'm gonna need to reload and get ammo as well.
Like, that movie, I really enjoyed. And the book, I did not. And it's just like that. Oi, bird. What? Are you back? I don't know if you're saying oi or oi. 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 A. Like a greeting or a, like... I can't say words. A greeting or a, like...
Yeah, there's ammo, bird.
Like a Yiddish oi vey.
Sorry.
Like your opinion sucks and I'm annoyed kind of a thing. Because both I could see you doing, but also hi. I think that's what it is. Hello. Alright. But yeah, the book is like, so How to Train Your Dragon is this fantastic story of, like, okay, given, I guess, like, if you have sentient, like, dragons, I guess I feel like it's not cool to just enslave them and make them do whatever you want. Like, he treats Toothless as property.
Oh, watch out. There's a strafing road coming.
Oh, dang. So there is that. But it's a great story of friendship and, like, coming of age and, like, dragons and dragon riding, and it's super cool and it has a great soundtrack. And, like, but then you read the book and, like, the dragons, How to Train... Yeah, it's a book. It's a whole book series.
I just took
and it's... Honestly, I did not enjoy it at all. I only read the first book. And, like... It starts out with, like, so Hiccup, I think he actually even has a different name. He's already, like, a hero in good standing with his clan. And there's, like, another dude who's the actual, like, screw-up. And Hiccup has to, like, cover for him. And they start out in the very first chapter, like, they're already on board with, like, the dragon business, like, and they actually, it's, like, a coming-of-age thing for them to, like, go to this cave, to the dragon cave, which they already know where it is, and pick out, like, the kids have to go and get their own dragons. And you go in and you hope that you find a really cool dragon. And the dragons, get this, they're the size of dogs. You can't even ride them. You can't even ride them.
Oh, I tried to get through.
So anyways.
Right, just run.
Do this! The audiobook for How to Train Your Dragon is great, read by David Tennant in his normal accent. Okay, see, that maybe would redeem it. I guess I just really wanted the dragons to be, like, full-size dragons. Rudy-doo-doo! Hark! What is this game? Oh, it's Helldivers, Rudy. You would love it.
Should I take this gun, or is this for bird?
Plus, in the original book, Toothless isn't the sleek black dragon like in the films. He's a fat, round thing the size of the style of another dragon shown in the film. Yes! He's like a... What are they called? Ugh! I know what you're talking about. The
Let's go up. Let's go.
Grunks? Gorgrunts? I'm now confusing it with the name of a child who must not be named because spoilers. Like a Gronkle. That's what it is. Woof. Wow. Big redeem. Yeah, Rudy, it is Helldivers. We are spreading managed democracy to specifically planets that have oil. And it is a good time. Super fun. Woo! It's a really great squad game.
More screen, you guys.
Okay.
Oh, it's shit.
I'm sorry, Sebi. Totally my bad.
Sorry.
Not that. Inverted me.
Yeah, invert me too.
And then I
It's
killed you.
okay, I was inverted and walked right into it. Oh, we need a revive.
I got you. I think. Didn't I get you? I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the other side. Yeah.
Love a good liberation game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We spreading that liberty. You're a grunkle. Your mom's a grunkle. Sometimes I just short circuit. You mean like if Jurassic Park, if Raptor were correct
there's
size, you could just kick him?
run.
Yeah, kind of like
hit it.
that. Wow, I totally just like echoed.
Thank you.
100% like that. Like the
Oh.
Velociraptors were really like the size of like chickens, dogs, something. Oh damn. Oh, I got inverted.
Cannot get
Then
her.
I got like re-inverted. You guys need to
Alright.
carry me.
Alright.
Is the leader's name
Let's
George
go.
W. Shrub? It
Go.
could be. You threw
Good
me so
revive-
close
good
to the
revive.
shuttle. Thank you. That was great. Appreciate it. So kind.
Finally.
Finally complete that mission.
Did
Wow.
the thing.
What was it 3 or 4 tries now?
The thing
It was
has
the
been
fourth
done.
try, I guess.
Did his vice admiral shoot someone in the face? I feel like you are making a reference that I do not know. I want in. I want in. I did not do great that time. Look at that. I had a better accuracy than anybody though. Do you see that? Look at that.
I see that.
31 kills though. It's painful. It's not my planet. Just isn't. They're turkey size. The Utah raptor is the size of a person. Yeah, they needed Utah raptors. That's what we needed.
Back to the bugs, Sevi?
To the
Oh, I
bugs.
think I'm done.
What?
Alright.
You get to sleep in tomorrow. Hey, I
guess
became
we
a
can go
brigadier.
back.
Admiral.
Have you completed
15.
this level 1 on the bugs?
We've not.
Do you have the fire thing or not?
We do not.
Okay, let's do it then.
Or
Literally a walk in the
laser
park.
Do I need
98
her? Cheney shot his
No,
black friend in the
let's do
face.
the fire. The fire is funny.
Shot one of his
Level one.
aides in the
Yeah.
face. Oh, Georgia people. Okay. Yep. All right. I do remember that. That was a long time ago. It feels like. Not changing my woodland MILF set. We are doing. I can't get over it. It's amazing. Okay. Ooh. Incendiary bombs. Is that your thing? Where.
Yeah.
Oh.
Spend your points. Spend your points.
I will spend my points. Oh, I can't upgrade it.
You can?
I can't. Well, I upgraded it once, but I can't upgrade it more.
You need to do strafing run Mark 2. Let's go to strafing run. Is the one on the bottom? The one on the bottom.
Is this a straight run?
No, the one on the yeah. Upgrade the strafing run. No, they have the other strafing run. No.
The heck?
You spend points. Let's go
Unspent.
straight
You
to
said
run.
bottom. This one is not on the bottom.
This is the heaviest.
This is in the
Let's
middle.
go again to level
Right
3.
underneath it.
Let's
Do you want
go
this
to
now?
fire level 3 again, please.
Strafing run stratagem.
It's regular one. No, it's strafing run Mark 2.
I have a
so it's the one on the
strafing run.
bottom. Yeah. No, this is
That's a
heavy
missile
strafing run.
barrage.
This
This is heavy strafing run.
Is it heavy strafing run or regular strafing run?
It said just strafing run Mark II.
So do you have it? Maybe going up? No, you don't have it. Yeah, you need to unlock it.
Oh, so it's not unlocked.
No.
So I'm not dumb. All right.
No one assumed that you were down.
We're not just gonna say that. It's like
No one was
2009.
assuming that.
2009 feels like forever ago. 2019 feels like forever ago. Okay, is there anything else that I should upgrade here? Or do? I have
Nope.
3 points left. Okay.
And how do you deal with bugs? What's
How do
the
I deal with
best way to
bugs?
deal with the bugs?
Squish him.
No.
Shoot him.
Nope.
Trident. And a shield.
Actually, fire.
I was getting there. Hellfire incendiary bombs. Done! I got it. I have incendiary bombs now, and a turret, and a shield. I'm feeling awesome.
Do you need ammo, Dallas? Or?
No.
And I can
It's
use
gonna
my
be level one.
laser gun. I'm gonna get like 6
You don't even
million
need
kills
guns,
this
to be
time.
honest.
You don't even need a gun?
No,
Is that what you
can
just said?
do only with melee.
Nice.
Shake their hand and stab them in the neck. That's Donkey's plan. That's how you deal with the bugs. Hello. Do they even have they don't have a neck. Bugs don't have necks. They have a head and thorax and abdomen. Kneecap them in their knees. They do actually have knees. That's a thing. Well, some of them have knees. Bees have
Look at the
knees.
size of this gun.
What?
Yes, I'm compensating.
It's
Oh,
okay. If you're doing it with class and for freedom, it's okay.
So
What?
that way then.
Civic
I just
couldn't handle
wanted
it.
to try it out.
Strong flashlight and a magnifying glass. That's right. An
For the
incandescent
whole
bulb.
bird?
Do you remember when you were teaching us to play this game? And there was something about looking out for patrols and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And how we don't ever pay attention to that anymore? I'll Thor your axe. There we go.
Yeah, we're done.
Literally, your wall of fire lasted longer than that. Okay.
Ooh, a sample.
What? Oh, damn. I didn't realize. Dallas! 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 Dallas!
I was going to humiliate them, but it was down on the floor.
You were trying to show off. Oh, we both revived you. Oh, no. Oh. If we fail on level 1, we are gonna be like...
No, there's no way to fail.
What do you mean there's no way to fail? Like, what if we all die and then land on top of each other? And then die? Alright. Have a cup of liberty! Just have a cuppa. Bring it.
I think you have to add more emphasis to the liberty.
Liberty. I see what you did there.
No, that's what they do too, though.
You want a nice
Cup of liberty. Oh! Okay.
Minefield?
It's cool, I got it. Yeah, just run right through it. That's how you do
Level
minefields.
1.
That's what I do with... I really love that there are footprints in this game. I really love it. I've got super chill music on right now. It's kind of like the montage scene for a fairly melancholy part of a rom-com
Oh,
from like the 90s. That's what this sounds like. Maybe the late 80s. Mid to late 80s. Early 90s. Rom-com montage song. 100%. Is that what we're
Making
doing?
Sure, we have enough firepower, you know?
I want to do one. I'm doing it. Oh, you can't see my fire. Come down here. Yes.
Let me stand next to your fire.
I don't want you to. How will it be? Well, this is cool.
This is level 1.
This is like... What do we get from this? Is it useful?
This fire thing that I'm using.
Oh. Okay, show that off more. That makes it worthwhile. That is cool. What happens when you shoot me with it? Do I stay on fire? Try it.
I cannot. I have a nice stratagem here.
Oh.
Get on it. Okay, but get in.
Matt, how are you?
Get in.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Matt, how are you? How was your game?
You got
Having
that
a
just for
sneezing
that.
fit here because I died. That was brilliant.
I
It
did.
worked really well.
I think we didn't get the second star for.
Did we not get? If we didn't get 3 stars, what the heck? It was level 1. What's wrong
Someone
with
died
us?
twice. Someone died twice.
Fantastic. You had a great
Someone
freaking
died.
night. How are you? Okay, Matt, because sarcasm does not read well in text, I need you to tell me if you actually did have a great freaking night. If so, that sounds awesome. Or if you're being sarcastic, in which case, I would like to change gears and empathize. Honest, amazing night. Okay, I'm so glad. Cool. I just had a brief, concern that I could see you being like, fantastic. I've had a great freaking night. How are you? You know what I'm saying?
You just land on the objective.
Yep.
But I am so glad. Whoa. Flam. Flam 24. I want a Flam 24. Do I even need these cool boots? Sure, why not?
No.
No? My cardio accelerator? Stun grenades? Incendiary grenades? Heavy armor, I can move slower. Increases your restoration rate and reduces the amount of effort required to get you back up. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Laser aim? That's also cool. No, I want that. Okay. Onward, upward. Ba-doop, ba-da-doop. If you guys have not
notice that the amount of
followed...
capsules that gets out of the ship, it's relative to the amount of players.
Ah. If you guys have not followed, this is an important time to stop here and recognize that there are several amazing streamers in stream. Donkey Deem is in stream. Peter Parker, I don't know if he's still in stream. Wayworn Worm, also super fabulous, and that IT guy Matt are all fabulous streamers. Thank you, Fitz. Wow, Sevi. Melee the lobsters, yes. I am in stream. Well, you're in chat stream. Yeah, I guess I understand what you're saying. I don't want the mech.
It's
I do
yours.
poorly with. Is it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm
I
doing
have
it.
one for each.
Cool. A metaphysical presence. Yeah, that's what it is. You're with us in spirit. You own Helldivers, and so now you're part of the Helldiver community.
Wait for my mech.
Jackbox Games. Oh, okay. Are we gonna use the mechs to just step on all of the bugs? Is that what we're doing? Ah!
Come on.
I understand that I know it might look like I am trying. Because it feels like at this point, the amount
Get on
of
the
crush
mech.
tests that I have had in the last,
on
10
the mech.
minutes.
Let's go. Let's go.
Just maybe I play with you guys and get us all killed. No, it's okay, Donkey. We've already got somebody getting us all killed. Damn. That was it's harsh. Watch out for that hole. What is this game? It's Helldivers, Matt. You should totally get it. It's amazing. So it's a... Fuck.
Seriously?
It's a top-down shooter.
It's amazing.
It's a great squad game when people aren't killing each other. And you basically just go planet to planet. There's several different races that you're humanity is constantly at war with. And you just go and you like spread liberty and manage democracy to all of them. And also they all incidentally are oil-rich planets that you have to do. And there's like different tasks that you have to do, like objectives you have to meet on each planet for each mission to do stuff. So like sometimes you have to escort like a train or a like group of survivors. Sometimes you have to like get satellite dishes or like oil rigs and stuff back online. And then you also have to, you're fighting the like whatever race is on that planet. So this one is bugs. And it is totally a it wears like, it completely unapologetically references Starship Troopers. And it's awesome. I feel like I've said it every time we played this game on stream, but this is one of few games that honestly does everything that it says that you're going to experience, and everything that it says it's going to do, it does. Like, it's got really fun action. The controls are like really fun. It's got this like neat like callback to old like combo code games in order to do different things. You're trying to blow up the mech.
Of course. We're gonna leave.
It's got like cheesy story. It's got like super clutch moments. It's awesome. It's just awesome. Mugs! Happy New Year! I hope you had a fabulous Christmas and New Year. I can't remember. Yeah. Fabulous. I don't know if I've seen you since Christmas. I think I've seen you since Christmas, but I haven't seen you since New Year's. I've at least seen you in stream, obviously. But
Hey, I got no accidentals.
all right, I got no accidentals either. I didn't even look at my kill count.
You kill yourself 2 times. Oh, no, the other one.
No,
Sebi
I killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Seven
no
killed me on
accidentals.
purpose.
We got 2 influence.
Unbelievable. How are you, Mugs? Do you have an exciting like New Year's resolution? I'm excited.
We got flamethrowers now.
Happy New Year! Boop. We should also shout out Mugs because he's awesome. I don't want to just shout out absolutely everybody who comes into the stream who's also a streamer, but like honestly, you guys are awesome. And gets to get the buds.
Resupply pack and 5 NPC.
Mugs has got some fabulous, like, he finds these games that are like, they feel super off grids. You get a shout out. Everyone gets a, yeah, you get a shout out. You get a shout out. Everyone gets a shout out.
The APC you said?
I just happen to have like a lot of really great friends. I'm like a good streamer collector. I just collect them. But yeah, Mugs just like he just finds some of the best games and plays them. Actually, the last game that you played, so that the fossil hunter game or whatever, is like, it looked kind of cool. Like I didn't get to stay for much of the actual gameplay, so it was like
Nope.
he was like an hour into stream, I feel like, before he actually started the like game itself, which I think is pretty hilarious. Like as I was leaving after like an hour that I had been there, he was like, well, I want to play some of the actual game first, because there was that much going on with like chat and like events, and like it was awesome. It was awesome. I'm trying to remember what a hype train. It was a fabulous hype train. You might go back to it. It was pretty good. Yeah? Cool.
Do I need ammo for the flamethrower?
It definitely seems like one that you could play.
I can pick it up.
Like from what I saw, it seems like one you could play around with quite a bit. Like to have your chat be that hopping. Yeah, same.
Oh.
Like I still, like I honestly have a pretty strong hesitation for like, because there's so many streamers who start with like doing just like we're doing just chatting for a while, we're having like a coffee date beforehand, and then we'll play this, and like I'll show up, you know, to their streams, and it's just like hopping, like they're talking, they're having whole conversations, like chat's having conversations, and there's this is
tried
This
to get
is
out of the way.
zero expectation on my chat. This is just one of those things where it's like, I think that'd be kind of neat, but it's like so interesting that like they can just say, hey, I'm gonna do just chatting, and then they go live, and then like there's like this whole group of people that's just like there and chatting. Like that level of community growth, I think would be super fun. I mean, I think we could probably hold down a pretty decent chat, all of us. You always popping. Just for the Jurassic Park on Epic for free, so it might be just jump onto that. That sounds awesome. I want that. That's not what it is. I have to check that out because
Should we go?
I tend to get the free games on Epic. No, just a second. I have to get my shield. But it just is nerve-wracking to me to be like, if I were to just post and be like, we're doing just chatting and then we'll do something else, maybe. Like, especially the ones where like, we're going to do just chatting today and then maybe we'll do something else. Like, I don't know. That's announcing that like, yes, I am absolutely the main event of my stream and like there is no need for gameplay to back it up. And like, wow. Love to get to that point that I could just chat whenever. Yeah, I think that'd be so cool. I mean, and like a bunch of you guys have like communities too that are like holding like just chatting on your own. I don't know, and I don't know how that like works. And I think and that's why the idea of it is to be that it's organic. Like something just grows out of like the community that you sort of just like foster, and the people that you kind of just like collect and meet and stuff along the way. And I don't know, it just excites me. I think it's really cool, but it also makes me like nervous.
I am.
Silly. Story corner with Woodland. I need to go get Jurassic Park. I'm just saying, I just need to. Do you believe we have talked on Twitter about this? Yes, Warren, we have talked on Twitter about this.
Get out there, service?
Yeah.
Like I want to get big, but not like too big. But then at the same time, like I know that, so while there's so many advantages to this, I assume that there's also like advantages that I can't even, like, I mean, I guess there's some advantages that I can definitely, you know, fathom.
I just keep killing myself.
To being a like large streamer. Yeah.
Thank you.
But I assume there's other advantages too that replace what like small streaming advantages are.
Left.
Okay. Do I really need it though?
I guess you don't.
Yeah, let's go down.
Glad I could stop by for a bit. Get some sleep. Totally, Matt. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. It's always good to see you. You have a very good idea of where I want to get. For a minimum, just don't know how that translates in the number of followers. Yeah. Lurk. I am needed. Of course, of course. It's dangerous to go alone. Take a lurk. I don't know. You enjoy being here?
Get out there, right? You're gonna be tentacled.
I'm trying, I can't! I'm not wearing my boots! I'm gonna get to the point, just chat whenever. It's like 90% of the reason why I got into streaming is to meet and chat with new people. Yes. I'm sorry, Mugs. I didn't even read any of these comments. Super sad. And it's the kind of streams I like to get into. I feel like your stream, you always have people chatting, so I enjoy being here. Aw. Appreciate that, Mugs, who, like, either is just lurking or not near anymore. Appreciate it. I honestly, every single time, like, and I think that, like, this is something... Like, Icelandic Banks said it at one point, too. He was like, every single time that I hit go live, like, I fully have expectations of, like, you know, that there's a strong possibility of, like, just streaming to 0 people or, like, 1 or 2 people or whatever. But, like, so every single time that you guys show up and, like, we're chatting, we're having a good time, like, it just feels like, wow, like, we're doing this. This is happening. We're having, I don't know. I just think it's so, how cool. How cool. Like putting out flyers for having a party and then you're just at home and then like people freaking show up at the time that you said that the party was going to be at. Like, oh. How cool is that? How freaking cool is that? Then you end up getting things like mods. Oh shit, you guys. Okay. And you get like streamer friends. Like I 100%, I guess we should just take a second here and recognize that like I totally did not expect streaming to be like Mugs got into it for like like specific, like I had hardly any experience with streaming. My experience with like watching like streamers gaming was actually Sips. Like I watched him play. Seppi, what was it that I watched him play first? Like the first time we watched him play anything was
I show you
Stranded Deep, right?
Cyrus playthrough, but then it was what really got you hooked was what's it called?
Thimbleweed Park was what I really got hooked. But also we watched a lot of Stranded Deep. Yeah. Just chatting would be fun when we partner in 2 weeks. Booyah! When we make partner in 2 weeks, absolutely.
That was back during his YouTube career.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be protecting this thing that's not in our site.
And there was like he was just streaming and there wasn't, maybe there was active chat at the time?
No, he wasn't streaming.
Yeah, so it was just...
It was...
pre-recorded and then posted? Okay.
Yeah.
And like, that's what I thought streaming was gonna be. Like, I thought that there might be some comments, but I did not expect them to be like necessarily live. I don't know. That's kind of what I just expected to just be, you know, just talking to the camera the whole time while I was playing, and then like that would be it. And then like it turns out there's this like whole community. There's like actual real life people who are like talking to you and like you can be friends with and like you remember, and then I don't know. And then they show up again sometimes. Like, what the fuck? OMG, Taco, you're so late. Yeah, dude, we're playing some really tough levels right now too. We could totally have used you.
Ouch. I don't know if we're friends, Taco. If we're not, please invite me.
Please invite me to be a friend. Taco! Taco is another super fun streamer from Singapore. Who the F meets people just from Singapore in their everyday life? That's my life now. Wow. Taco is one of those streams. Matako is one of those streams that does a lot of basically just chatting. And his chat's always hopping too. Super awesome. He's already kind of there. Like, honestly, Taco, I'm not sure I've ever showed up to your stream where you were actually playing a game. Like, you were always just chatting with people, which is so awesome.
Fire.
Last playing, just chatting. That's what it is. Dallas, are we not friends? How did you get in before?
Dallas hosted.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's why I was asking if he could send me a friend invite.
Does he know your name?
Sorry, Bart.
I forgive you.
My thumb is slipping here.
Oh.
Oh. Reloading.
Oh, that's me, that's me. Yeah.
You guys, this is level like 2. We can't fail.
Bart, you need to bring him back.
I do?
Yeah.
Why do I have to do all the work?
Because I'm kidding. Everyone.
Wait, so you're hosting. So Sebi, are you, you have to tell him what your name is on Steam, right? Or he can find you maybe through Dallas's friend list or my friend list?
Yeah, probably from Dallas's.
Okay. Realized something crazy the other day.
Sebi on Steam as well.
Okay. One of your friends is followed by so many people that you look up to. That's cool. I mean, I think that's the sort of thing that you really want too, like to just be, and I think it also like kind of throws off our perception of growth as well. Because like when you surround yourself purposely with people who are like growing and doing a great job, like I think you kind of get a Taco, get in here.
All right.
Like you get an inaccurate picture of like your growth. Because, like, if you're surrounding yourself with other people who are, like, doing the hustle and, like, growing and everything, like, you don't have... Like, you're not seeing the people that you might be passing in terms of growth. You're just seeing the people who are, like, doing it great. And I think it's super motivating and inspiring, but at the same time, it's hard to, like, recognize, like, oh, yeah, like, I'm doing some fucking growth, too. You made it. I helped. You were part of the team. You were a brave president. That's awesome. It even gave him points. That's so cool. I love it. Should we do something difficult now that we have somebody helpful? Nope. Do we know?
It's a level 5. We need to finish this.
We need to finish this thing. All right, do the thing. Orbiting Gakrux. Confirm.
Okay, where do you want to drop off?
Yeah, it can be there.
Is this what I want? Is this the stuff? Is this the thing? Where am I? Just saw your message.
That's
Yes.
what, do you need ammo?
I am
can
exactly
do
that.
ammo.
Yes.
I'll bring ammo.
As
I'll
well.
I'll bring fire. I need something for crowd control.
And Donkey, I sort of see yours, but I'm.
Taco's going with the tanks.
Nice.
That's awesome. I'm exciting.
3 tanks.
I get the rep
My
80.
shield.
I get the rep 80, Taco. You get it.
Isn't the same as you? Yes, same as you were. And I would say, like, you'll know if you're technically older or younger, because I announced my birth month on my Twitter and you kept yours a secret.
I get
Which
the
is
rep 80,
fine.
Taco. You guys get the tank.
Rip spare rep 80. Nice. Boop. Should I don't think I need anything else. We're good. We're good here. We're good here.
Okay.
You guys, I'm actually getting like a little cramp in my hand from
Wait a minute then. Wait a
the
minute.
controller.
Gonna drop on you, Taco.
Oop, taco. It's so much fun to just say taco. Big fan. What kind of gun does he have? What is that? What is that?
It's,
Shoot
machine
it. I want to see it. Shoot it. Ooh, okay. Why does it look like that in the end, though?
gun. It's like a tripod.
Okay, legit. Psh, real gamer. Totally. I'm not a console gamer anymore. I used to be. You're older? Okay. That is statistically
fall.
accurate. You actually crashed.
Can you grab this one, Sebi?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go up.
It's a shotgun or?
No, it's a revival gun.
You're
okay.
older
You
too.
changed it, by the way.
Disallowed, donkey. Yeah, donkey, I figured you'd claim old asshole next door when Worm was describing his neighbors. Instead, you went with drug dealer, which I don't know. I don't know if that's like social commentary a little bit.
By the way, Bird, have you played Drug Dealer Simulator?
I have not. But it looks
As a-
interesting.
As a chemist enthusiast, I think you'll like it.
Really? Do you actually get to do real chemistry, or is it just...
Yeah. Mixtures
Are you
and
sure
everything.
it's real, or is it just...
I don't think it's real.
It's not real, but like the quantities you're mixing and keeping track of
So you have to
stuff.
do actual ratios and crap?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh,
I saw Banks play that briefly the other day.
Let's go.
He dressed
Top
up as
left.
Nisenberg instead of... I forgot his last name. You can't join? Something about host settings. Sevi! Fix the
so he
thing.
needs either an invite again or he needs to invite me as a friend.
How can I invite? I would like to do the thing. Maybe. I don't know. Are you doing the thing? How do I do the thing? Can I? Can I do the thing?
You can do the thing.
I'm gonna do the thing.
Do the thing.
I'm trying. Okay? Give me a
In the other
second.
side.
Invite. Boom. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, he should have it. He should have it now.
Okay.
There's a big boy
I
coming
will
here.
sit here and stare at you. How long can we do this for? It's been a while since I had a staring
Does
contest.
that work? Is he coming in? Do I need to send the invite?
Here you go.
You know, one time, so when I was working at Walmart, actually, okay, so this is, and I'm sad to say it wasn't Sevi, but the best pickup line I have ever heard. Okay,
All right, we got Taco.
was at Walmart. This dude came up to me. I worked in the electronics department. So he came up to me when I was working at the desk, and like it was like a slow period, and I think I blinked. I don't even remember. I started telling a story. We're done here. But like, he comes up to me and he says, "I will give you $500 if you can beat me in a staring contest." And I was like, "Fuck yeah! I have been preparing this my whole life because I have siblings, and obviously we have been doing staring contests forever because we're homeschooled. And what else are we gonna do?" So. And even then, I'm pretty sure he was going to let me beat. But anyways, so he does that, and he does the, like, staring intently into eyes and everything like that, which I think is also a pretty clever thing to do already, because it's, like, technically, I guess maybe nowadays I might be a little bit creeped out by it, but at the time I was like, interesting.
There's only 2 here, Sevi.
So he does this, like,
Okay.
we do this
You need to
eye
repair it.
contest, like, staring contest, and, like, he does the, like, you know, the intense smolder from, like, Jumanji. That The Rock does.
Down.
Where are we going? You got machine guns, Dallas? And I
do?
win.
How? Oh!
I don't know.
Sorry.
Come on, Dallas.
That's awesome.
Never use the thing.
So I beat him at this staring contest, any hoodle. And then he hands me a $500 bill from Monopoly. But on the back is his phone number. And then he, like, walked away. It was awesome. So anybody, if you need a really great pickup line.
Let's go left. Oh, okay.
I was almost not even mad that I didn't get 500 real dollars, and you never spoke to them again. No, I didn't. I was dating Sevi. What could I do? Dorothy Mantooth was a saint. Did you? I did not. I should have. No, I shouldn't have. No. Like, every once in a while, I'm like, what would I, you know? But I was dating Sevi at the time already, so it wasn't a, like... I'm not gonna just text somebody. I mean, I guess I could have texted him and been like, hey, that was really clever, and I think you should do it again to somebody who's single. But I was also super ridiculously shy. Like, that was still during the period of my life where I couldn't shop in the same aisle as other people because I was so anxious. And also, I would get, like, physical painful knots in my stomach if I was, like, driving and it was raining and other people's windshield wipers were going at different speeds than my windshield wipers. Like, I just was like, what do they know that I don't know about rain? You still do that? You should have texted him. No, I mean, I would have texted him in a friendly way, but, yeah, and I couldn't, like, shop. Like, I would literally wait for aisles at the store to be empty so that I could go and find, you know, like, I was just, it wasn't even, like, the normal things that you'd be embarrassed of other people seeing you buy, like toilet paper or tampons or whatever. It was, like, I just didn't want them to judge my choice of peanut butter. I just was afraid that I was going to make the wrong decision, or that I would take too long to make a decision, and they'd be like, what is she doing taking so long choosing peanut butter? It's peanut butter. And I'd be like, I don't know how to choose peanut butter. But I'm doing a lot better now. 2% milk. Oh, yeah, see, that's the thing. And then, like, if I did do something that I felt was awkward, like, I would just think about it for ages. So I was like, I just will only shop in empty aisles. And the windshield wiper thing, there was no solution for. I just had to get, you know, grow as a person. I was just gonna use this bomb on those lobsters for no reason. There we go.
There's another tank over there, guys.
Ah! Those guys are killing it now.
Sevi can revive it. Sevi, fix
Yeah,
it.
I'm trying to get to it.
Fix the tank!
Alright.
I can't get in.
No,
Damn!
you won't die.
Damn!
If Sevi is still feeding us, you won't
Okay.
die.
Oh, this is, I shouldn't be in charge of this. This is...
Sevi, get on it.
There you
Don't move,
guys.
don't move,
Oh,
don't
fuck.
move.
Okay,
Sevi, you need to
alright.
go in the back.
Best part of working in retail, as
Like,
long as I
in
was
the
the solid
turret,
realization
or-
that
Yeah,
no one
go in the
cares
back.
about other people.
Take
Yeah.
the back of the thing.
I'm Let me get ammo quick.
Don't move. Don't
Oh,
move. Lord,
okay,
we're gonna-
okay, okay, okay.
Don't
I
hurt
won't
me.
move. I won't move. I won't move.
Let's go.
This Helldivers opening video is amazing. Yeah, it's pretty. Just a second, guys. I've been told not to move the entire time that I've been in this tank, and so I don't know how to move.
So Kevin
It's
cannot
not
aim
doing-
without you, okay?
Okay,
So you need to aim, and he
Oh,
needs to.
This
fuck.
is a
Why-
semi-aiming here.
Do the thing. Okay. Okay.
It's two tracks. Each
Yeah.
each is
Well.
one track.
By the way, you can run over anything.
Including Taco. Oh wait. So I'm not in charge of shooting, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
But you do have to point me in the right direction.
All right. I'll aim you, and you fire. Yeah, Worm. It is true. In terms of retail, it was really good for me to work in retail with so many angry people. I think it's important to have. I think everybody should have to work retail.
Hey, turn around.
Should. All right. Everybody should have to work retail or like something in the service industry. That was awesome. Oh damn. Here we go. And forward. And we turn around.
Yeah, I'm out of
Don't worry,
machine
I'm
gun
getting
tackle.
there.
Alright, here. And this one.
What?
I was just gonna start healing. You wanna get in the tank?
You can get in the tank with me, Dallas.
Dallas.
Oh dang. I'm gonna.
Uh,
That was a heavy
That was brilliant.
hit.
Is anybody getting into? All right.
Get behind Taco.
yeah, trying
Stop,
to.
stop, 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 stop.
I'm in.
Okay, Taco, let's go home.
No fear. None.
Come
We-
on, Bert. Turn us around.
Okay, listen, Dallas.
Do you want to shoot and I drive?
Damn it! No, 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 no.
Okay.
I will drive us home.
Okay.
This is gonna be great. This is gonna be a lesson in patience for you. You're gonna learn things. You're gonna grow as a person.
That was really, really close.
I love your look.
You guys
It's
wanna
true, though.
repair, or should we wait
The
till we
like
get back?
super close clutch moments of this stare down. Ooh. I said fire around across his nose, not up it. Okay.
Oh,
Real things.
I got it.
Alright.
Just
Oh,
a second, Dallas.
Yeah, I got it. Need to keep going. Bert, let's go.
Okay. We're going. Everywhere leads somewhere, okay?
Alright, I'm gonna hop out. Get some healing going.
Don't push
I'll
Seven.
call the shuttle.
Okay, it's a deal. I won't. You're playing now, you've convinced me.
Well,
Oh,
if I
good.
can do this the right way.
Well, it's a game that you own. You should play it. You should play all the games that you own. Or at least try. Somebody posted on Twitter, like, asking how many Steam games that you own. And, like,
But we need to stay close to
I
the.
feel like I
shuttle.
own... Okay. I just want to crush these books. Oh, man. Oh, it's awful trying to come down screen. Damn. I don't like that. We're only going up forever, okay? Can those things still kill us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, sorry, Taco.
Get it.
We need to grab the owner of those tentacles.
Where's the owner?
Right north.
Oh.
Unless
It's alright.
here, I guess. No. Yeah, here. Oh, yeah. There,
Don't worry,
here.
I'll take care of these goobs behind us.
Double tap.
Oh,
Get him! Get him!
wasn't my fault. Birds are being your direction.
This is not...
Oh,
Try
no, thank you.
You didn't trust me, and so you
No, I
died.
didn't. No, I
You
didn't.
tried to back his game. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I forgot I could actually shoot now. Okay. Oh, Dallas! Oh, Dallas!
No, you can't. I didn't drop it.
Oh.
No, I almost took out Doc from the airplane.
Wow.
Yeah, we know you tried. It's just rough when you have teammates like me and Bird killing people.
I didn't kill anybody. Okay. Dallas chose his own fate there.
Correct.
Dallas said, she's not gonna make it. We're both gonna die. I'm getting out. Crush.
Helicopters in this game.
No, they're not.
Okay.
But that'll be nice.
Bring
That's
on the helicopters. Taco, I feel like it's super impressive. Okay, in addition to your, like, competent gameplay, like, competence in this game alone impresses me. You're beyond competent. I just don't know how far beyond competent because I suck so bad. But, like, should I keep all of these things? I guess I could keep all of these things. Yes. Is that you're able to, like, type all of a sudden, too. I'm just a taco.
Can you bring Max? Taco?
Like, are you using keyboard and mouse, or are you using, like, it just feels like you're able to do all of the things and type on top of it all of a sudden. And it's like, I feel like when I'm, you know, working hard at this game, like when I'm really paying attention and focused, like, I feel like there's no way I'd have time to type things out. Like, I feel like I hardly have time to say things when I'm actually really, like, trying to do.
Rap? Oh, you got rap.
Grand Lord Taco. Good stuff. Going in just like ODST. Gakrux. What a name. What a name. And Dallas, you too. I suppose, like, now that I'm just in this, like... The fact that you're, like, playing... And...
Oh, I'm in.
Hello! Welcome!
Sorry, I didn't think that you'd be in the Discord.
You made it!
Yeah, no problem, no problem. How are you? How are you?
This is so much
Doing
better.
well.
Bird.
The voice of Taco, everybody!
Grab the Max that's gonna fall over there. On the
Okay,
top.
just a second. I'm gonna get... Oh, okay.
Taco, if you grab the other Max.
Something is here, something
But,
is here,
like,
something is here.
Dallas's
That
special
Mac won't be
talent in
able to
this
kill.
game is like, I don't want that mech.
Move. Why is it not healing bird?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. But I feel like Dallas's
but
special
you get it,
talent
but you get
is
it, but
like
you get it,
he
but you get it,
plays
but you
and
get
does
it.
awesome, and then he also
Sevi,
is like,
maybe?
hey, do this thing. Hey, do that thing. Like
Holding
what?
heavy anyway, that's why. What's this?
It's a shield. I think it's Bird. Sorry.
It is my shield. Just a second.
I can't
I'll
use
get
it.
it.
I can't use it.
Okay. All right. Do I get to keep my shield when I'm in here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Look at that. Different driving mechanics again. Love it. How is your new year going, Taco?
Oh, it's great. I had chicken. So much chicken. Like, yo,
I think I
like,
saw
there
that
was,
post.
There was 7 trays of different flavors of chicken. It's insane.
awesome.
Old chicken.
Actually, sounds kind of
You
nice.
can't do that. You just can't multitask.
Yes, it is. It's
That's
a
fair,
store in
Fitz.
Singapore called Wingstop. I'm not sure if
I'm
you have it over there.
Totally the same. Have what?
One of
We
those
have-
chicken
It's a store.
stores.
We
Or a
have KFC.
No, it's
We
kind of like
have in
KFC, but it's chicken without bones.
Okay, like Buffalo Wild Wings has that. Actually,
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah.
okay, cool.
We have Wingstop in Mexico, by the way. Taco.
Maybe it came from there. Actually, I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't actually know where it came from.
Oh, watch out.
Sorry. This game is testing your keyboard skills. Yeah, dude, no, get a controller. Plug in a controller and do that.
I have
This
a
is my first
controller,
gaming
but it's not as good.
Oh no, I'm not talking to you, Taco.
Go right,
Taco,
worm.
I totally
Go
trust your
right.
skills. You are maybe
it,
I trust
I
him
got it.
slightly less there. Are you just purposely running in front of me so that I step on you?
Maybe.
You're such
Maybe.
a troll. I thought we were friends. I complimented you. No, just like, bird seals are amazing.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
reflexes.
I'm trying to hold. But yeah, Donkey, get a controller. It goes better until you're better. Like Fall Guys is better with a controller. This game is better with a controller, and Farming
Controller's better than
Simulator.
controller.
A controller's better than controller. Better controllers are better than that controller. It's all, yeah.
I don't know what the
Wingstop
30
is
third
Pizza
one
Hut's wing place. Oh,
Okay.
okay, cool.
I'll cover.
I got it.
The Hut. Pizza the Hut. Okay. We've played this whole map so far, and that was my
There's
first
one more at the
kills.
bottom with it. Oh, we got all three already.
You
Yeah,
just
we
need
got-
3.
Yeah, we got all three. What? Okay.
Just step on all of you.
Okay.
Alright, this way. I do have amazing skills, Donkey. Just go right back to it, right? All of the skills. I have skills. There are skills. Like, for one thing, I used to be able to read really
okay.
fast, and now... No, he did it on purpose. He's just running it. He's just... Yeah, that's what he's doing. It's just... He is 100% just, like, trying to get stepped on. I used to be able to talk fast. Like, read fast. I'll get there again, so that I can have that redeemable thing and it'll be fun. And... I guess I haven't tested this in a long time because I've always
Move
been
up.
like... I've been pregnant or recently pregnant for a long time, or trying to model good behavior to children. But I can run down stairs faster than most people. Just down the stairs, not up the stairs. That's work. But I can run down the stairs. It's more of a falling with style. With the power of science. Yeah.
So are we
I will
going
scale
north or
the stairs.
south?
No, I won't scale the stairs. I don't want to scale the stairs. It's like I said, you don't go up. It's down. Whatever the word for down is, that's scale. That one. Unscale? Descale? Descale the stairs. I will de-escalate the stairs.
You guys still can use your stratagem.
Glide
on the map.
elegantly.
Remember that.
Right. Spending so much
top left.
time
No.
not trying to
fire.
look like a boob, just doing this mech that I also am not doing other things at all. Descaling the stairs sounds like you're cleaning them. Yeah, like they just got a lot of like,
Top left. Let's go.
it's
So
just
does
like a
it
lot of
actually
mineral
throw the
buildup.
stratagem right away.
Yeah. No.
You don't
You throw it, but you cannot
Hold it?
hold it. Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that.
Am I out of fire? I am. I'm out of fire. Can I
Go down.
reload? I can't
Okay, are
reload.
they following?
Yeah. All
Come
the
on,
way down.
guys.
Don't step on them,
Oh,
please.
Hey, you're lucky I
not
can't. I'm not even stepping on you. Okay. For
think
whatever
he was
reason, it
talking
just.
to me.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, you're out flame.
I don't differentiate mechs. I don't see color.
You're mech blind. Step on all of the lobsters. Get him. Get him, get him, get him. Yeah, I don't know what the, like...
Let's bring the guys. Let's go down.
I don't know what... Oh, guy, get out of the way. Okay. I don't know what the word would be. Like, what's the word for scaling, but when you're going down? Because dropping in advance. Okay. See, downscaling sounds like you're making it smaller. Like, I'm not making the stairs smaller. And Worm pointed out that descaling sounds like I'm, like, you know, removing mineral buildup. Unscaling sounds like I'm, you know, screwing up the proportions.
Come on, you pieces of shit.
Anti-scaling sounds like I hate reptiles while I'm on the stairs.
Oh, you don't want to get in? There you go.
Oh, harsh.
Figured I'd finish
The Empire doesn't have time for stupid people. Wasting resources.
It's just a waste. It's just a waste of resources. Unscaling sounds... Ugh.
We do this for the good of Super Earth.
For the greater good.
Very good.
Alright.
That hurt a lot.
I'm so sorry. I thought I was shooting over you. How come you're taller than my gun?
I have a shield.
Oh,
the shield I hit. Descending? Yeah. I will descend these stairs. That works. Upselling, repelling worm. My man, did you go to the thesaurus.com or Merriam-Webster to find this information for us? Because I appreciate it. I think that's awesome.
One more.
You googled antonym of scale. That's awesome. It didn't go like antonym of like a reptilian scale. Is there an antonym? What's the opposite of a reptile scale? Would it be like a feather? I mean, I guess that would be the like... destiny of a scale. Oh dang. Oh dang. Okay. Alright, we're fine. Skin is the opposite of scales? Maybe? Maybe skin. I will skin these stairs!
You have no... Let's go out.
Okay, here we go.
You have no more ammo,
there.
but you
Take
can
this
just
from
step on
Merc.
the
We have
guy.
a little bit.
Alright. That's what
Name.
I plan. I'm excited. Here we go. Hey guy, come here. Come here a second. Ah.
Now take my mech.
No. I will step
Okay.
on all of them.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's gonna be painful.
Those ones are tougher to step on than the other ones.
Yeah, this one cannot be stepped.
I stepped on him, totally. I totally stepped on him.
Does fire affect this guy?
No.
I'm gonna hop out. I think we should be done here. Okay. There we go. Would count feathers as something closely related, I assume, to scales. Yeah, okay, related to scales. Yep, yep. I guess that's fair. Feathers are just grown-up scales. Worm, did you know, I think I've said this, like I've said this on stream before, but did you know that Jurassic Park was actually where one of the first places where they like started looking at birds as descendants of...
Get in.
Get in where? Oh, into the kill. I gotcha. Birds as descendants of dinosaurs, because they hired like experts to figure out how the dinosaurs would walk, and they showed up. They like built a skeleton of like, I don't know if I assume it was like a velociraptor, and they like did their best to like put like the motion to it, and it started walking, and it looked like a chicken. Like when it was walking, like. And that's when people started to be like, huh. So, yeah. You can thank that movie for science. Even though they screwed up the velociraptors. But they did make the velociraptors so much cooler. I think that's important. Everything about that movie is fantastic. Although I can also thank it for Years of Terror. Yeah, Terror is a lot more useful than you thought. Oh yeah, I guess I could bring out my turret. Oh shit, gonna die, death. I wasn't allowed to watch it as a kid for a long time. Like I saw the Terminator before I saw Jurassic Park. Like I've only recently seen Jurassic Park like in the last few years. Wow, rude. And like I remember being still afraid of it because like when I was visiting my cousin one time, he wanted to. We were visiting family. I assume it was when you saw it when it's just out of theaters. Nice. Like we were visiting my cousin's family, like aunt, uncle, cousins, and stuff, and he wanted to watch Jurassic Park, and so we went and we asked my mom because I was like, I don't think I can, and she said no, and he was like, well, I want to watch Jurassic Park anyways. So what it turned into was him watching Jurassic Park like in the closet of his bedroom where his like TV was, which I don't know, and then I had to like listen to Jurassic Park and try to sleep, and I feel like that was a more terrifying experience. A few years later, one of your sisters watched it so much that I can watch a second of the film and know exactly where it is in the movie. That's awesome. I killed more things than Dallas.
I was reviving your ass the whole session. That's fine. But we're not counting, are we?
No, we're not counting. We're not counting.
You were playing damage dealer.
Sevi. This is where terms like mansplaining come from, you guys.
Of course.
God, that my mic was on.
Funny
I'm
about
cheating, I'm sorry.
No worries.
It's okay. Sevi can be the offensive healer.
Offensive healing.
I wasn't healing though.
Bert, press E.
Oh. You mean A? I was just staring at the screen like, no big deal.
I think I need to be done at least.
Here's your probably.
Yeah, me too.
Alright. Thanks for playing, guys. Super fun. Alright, I will go
Thanks,
to
Taco,
a...
for joining.
Yes, thank you, Taco.
Yay!
Woo!
I made it. Yeah.
Just
Thanks, guys.
barely.
Thanks for the game.
Good stuff. Yeah, thanks, Dallas. And thanks, Taco. We'll play again. We'll have to figure out like a regular day of the week maybe to do this. It'll be great.
Oh, definitely.
Alright,
You guys haven't passed through level 12 missions. That'll be fun.
Oh, it'll be cool.
We
We
just finished
will.
level 11.
I'll start a Discord message between us so we can figure life out. Whoop. Alrighty.
Happy New
Well,
Year, guys.
we are gonna
Take care.
do. Yeah, happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Woohoo!
Good night.
Thanks again, you guys. She lived with Dad. Sorry, watch it every other weekend. She would watch it back to back. Good night, Taco. From the moment she woke up until she went to bed. Wow. Seen it hundreds, if not thousands of times. I was kind of like that with The Princess Bride for a while. And then like for whatever reason, like it's like I would hang out in the basement and I would watch it, and then at the end of the movie, when the kid asks his grandpa, like, maybe tomorrow you could read it again to me, I was like, okay, and now it's tomorrow, and then I would like rewind it and then like watch it again. It was a great movie. All right, we're gonna raid out. If there is another channel that is doing Helldivers right now, we will raid out to them. Good night, Dallas. Let us see. See if we can find anything. But thank you so much, chat. This has been super fun. I love hanging out with you guys. 100%. Let's see. Helldivers. Hey, there is a few people. Let's take a look at JX. Maybe? New year, new challenge. Let's see what they look like. Not necessarily what they look like, but what they're doing. I'll get through this like, what's it called? Commercial? Oh my gosh, it's an Office commercial. Now that The Office is no longer going to be on, okay, because it's moving to Peacock, which I don't even understand. I don't know what Peacock is, but I guess it's cool. But I'm sad that The Office isn't going to be on Netflix anymore. This person's name is Jason, and they are a Libra. They love meeting new people, Greek life, sports life, Stitch, and Disneyland. Gamer, and he's a weeb and a dancer. Oh, he said... okay. Cooking and food adventures. So that's kind of cool. No drama, no inappropriate stuff. Alright. This seems cool. Let's rate him. Let's do it. I have to, like, get a good... Shoop. Let's do it. Show him some love and then some. Good night, Phantom. Thanks for joining us. Woo. I gotta get better at that business. All right. Do, raid, boom. Thank you so much, you guys. This has been such a fun night. I appreciate you stopping by, whether you chatted or lurked, or just hung out in general. I just appreciate it. Hope you guys have a fabulous, fabulous night. Let's give some love to Jay.